Before you go to bed at night, Dan Bongino makes sure you hear things right.
And what appears to have been a coup by Mark Milley and Nancy Pelosi. And Nancy Pelosi, how she has not got more scrutiny here outside of this show and others is stunning.
End your night the right way with Dan Bongino. Tonight from 10 to 1 on the only one for Southwest Florida's best talk, 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Great Caesar's Coast. Rockstar Harley needs used bikes and is giving NADA retail value when trading for a new Harley this week. No matter how much you owe on it, Rockstar Harley will trade anything. Bikes, cars, ATVs, RVs, and more. NADA retail value for your motorcycle. Good credit, not credit. No credit at Rockstar Harley. All credit applications considered. Rockstar Harley-Davidson is the #1 volume Harley dealer in Florida with rates such as 0.99% APR. Retail trade value ends this Sunday.
Wake up right this morning with Drew Steele.
I mean, if you can make your way into the country and nobody is stopping you, then technically we don't have a southern border at the moment. Man, it's a bad look for the administration, because if that is happening, and it's happening under Joe Biden's watch, didn't happen under Donald Trump's watch.
Start your day right here. Drew Steele is Southwest Florida's best way to start the day. 6 to 9 this morning, only on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. You can't go wrong when you're getting it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right.
Trying to rescue Americans in Haiti. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. After they were kidnapped over the weekend, 12 adults and 5 children, all but one are American.
It is believed that gang members took over a bus that the missionaries were riding on, and that someone on board reached out to other religious contacts to tell them what happened and asked for prayers. The group of mostly Americans is part of the Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries operating in Haiti.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. The U.S. State Department says it is working with Haitian authorities and others trying to get them released. Now, you might have noticed some emptier shelves in stores and higher prices with inflation, in part because of a supply chain issue causing backlogs.
In Congress, lawmakers have been attempting to slow down increasing inflation. Republicans say the leading cause for the prices you see at the store is federal spending. Democrats, however, say the trillions in combined spending between a bipartisan infrastructure bill and what they're calling a human infrastructure bill will address supply chain problems and bring down inflation.
Fox's Lauren Blanchard. Those bills still held up as Democrats continue to debate the price tag. COVID cases continue to decline from the summer surge of the Delta variant, down a 4th straight week across the U.S. to just under 600,000 after 5 weeks in a row. Over 1 million cases. Deaths rose slightly, though, last week to almost 11,500. Biden advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci told Fox News Sunday the holiday gathering should be okay for most.
When you're in the family unit among people who are vaccinated, I think you should just enjoy the holidays as best you can in the family spirit.
For those not vaccinated, Fauci again urges them to wear masks indoors in public. A police officer is recovering after surgery in Arkansas after being slashed in the neck by a man he encountered beating a teenage boy, his son, who had also been stabbed and later died. The Fort Smith officer then shot the father and killed him. A woman was also found stabbed to death. America's listening to Fox News.
Keeping you in the right lane for your drive home. 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good Monday morning, off to a very clear and quiet start for the morning commute across Southwest Florida. We are crash and incident free right now. Our overnight construction up and down 75 has all gotten out of the way. No problems on the area bridges between the Cape and Fort Myers or North Fort Myers into downtown Fort Myers. And if you're taking Alligator Alley toward the East Coast, smooth sailing out there right now. Should only take a little over an hour from the toll plaza out toward Broward County. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. After a beautiful feeling start to today, look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
True relief. for back and neck pain.
Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
When was the last time you checked in on your insurance? Give CIG a chance to review your current coverage and find you better rates. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. My team and I are dedicated to finding you the best suited coverage at the best rates. Give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. I'm confident we can save you money for the same or better coverage. Qualified agents are standing by. Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
How often have you heard from your wealth advisor over the last 6 months? Markets have moved up and down, and laws around retirement plans and inheritance have changed quickly. We've heard from too many people at other national financial firms that they've been contacted rarely or not at all. At the Naples Trust Company, our clients enjoy a one-on-one relationship with their investment and fiduciary team members, each of whom are locally based and meet regularly with clients for in-person or virtual visits. This personal touch is a trademark of the Trust Company. We make it a point to know you, your family members, and the goals that are most important to you. Are you ready for a better experience? Call us for an appointment at 239-774-4000 or visit NaplesTrustCompany.com to discover the difference.
A division of the Sanibel Captiva Trust Company. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed.
What makes Genesis of Naples the #1 selling Genesis dealer in the nation? It's our incredible selection and professional sales staff. Hi, I'm Sheila Zellers, owner of Genesis of Naples. When I drive my beautiful new 2021 Genesis GV80 around town, the first thing everyone says to me is, "What is that beautiful SUV?" I tell them it's the all-new first ever SUV from Genesis. Then they usually ask, "How much does it cost?" I know it's hard to believe, but it starts at just $49,500 and a fully equipped Prestige for just over $70,000. It has an amazing interior and breathtaking design and your choice of turbo engines and rear and all-wheel drive, but that's not all. We have a huge selection of the all-new 2021 Genesis G80s and G90s. Come visit Genesis of Naples on Airport Road or genesisofnaples.com. I love my GV80 and you'll love it too.
All offers with approved credit on select models based on January 2021 retail sales. 72 months at $0 per month for 1,000 finance. No down payment required.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. So glad you are joining us today, and thank you for starting off your Monday each day. Thank you for starting your day off with this program. We do appreciate it. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele S3Es. Thank you so much for watching as well and subscribing to the podcast. A lot going on today. Hey, I don't know how you can just lie the way you do, like politicians do. It just comes so easily for them. It's smooth. It just flows. And then you have the legacy fake news media that sits there and lets them do it, doesn't challenge them at all. If they do, they're basically softballs. They don't want to pressure them too much. But the way they spew the lies about, for example, what is going on with the supply chain issues is unbelievable. And if you consider that there are those that are saying that this will continue into 2022, well into 2022, when you have DHL, one of the big suppliers there, one of the big, not suppliers, but shippers out there, who are saying that we're going to have problems raging into 2022. with these supply chain problems and being able to ship. It's a mess from start to finish, says an ex-Walmart CEO. They're teaching students in high schools in California how to drive trucks because they don't have enough people. And not only don't they have enough people, but in California, they have policies that are not even allowing for trucks to come into the state to be able to pick up these containers that are sitting right now on the docks in places like Long Beach, there in California and Santa Barbara. And why is that? Because of the policies that they have in the very communist state of California, where because of the issues of the environment and the way trucks spew these horrible CO2 into the, I don't really have to go into the details of, but you can imagine that these are all made by this administration and other socialist administrations in this country that are causing this issue. It could go away in the snap of a finger, but if Joe Biden could snap a finger properly, then, not a joke. Then I don't even have to tell the joke because that's it. It's just, you know what I'm saying. So we're going to get to that in just a second. And Pete Buttigieg, who was on, there's a Pete Buttigieg sighting, everybody.
Buttigieg.
Yes.
Buttigieg.
There was a Buttigieg sighting. How about that? Coming out of his 2-month paternity slumber to come out and say, everything's fine. No, I'm not kidding. Really, everything's fine. It was bound to happen. It's because everything is so good. So we're going to get to that coming up in just a second. Plus, did the Vice President of the United States break the law? Did Vice President Kamala Harris break the law? I've got the audio to suggest that she may have done that. And there may have been others that have done it as well. Now, of course, when it's a Democrat who's breaking the law right there in front of your face, and I could even read the law that she's breaking, what do you think happens? Let's see. You young man in the back there. You with the funny hat and the tired eyes and the
Funny hat. This is our station hat.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't see that. It is? It's backwards. Well, you're wearing it backwards. There's nothing in front.
It's so because when people are behind me, they can see.
Oh, all right. Well, wouldn't it be better if we were to just stitch something on the back of the hat so that when you're walking, they could see the back of the hat and the front of the hat? All right. Well, I know you don't make the hats. I get it. So, anyway, I called on you because I was going to ask what happens when Democrats break the law. Like if a Democrat does something and they break the law.
They have brunch.
They have brunch. That's it. They go out and they have brunch. Sometimes they even go out and have brunch and don't wear a mask, like the president of the United States, who was breaking his own mask mandate laws there and rules.
They don't have to follow those.
No. You don't have to follow the rules. I could prove it. So you just sit tight, everybody. More hypocrisy and more from the left in this country that will not get called out, laws that will be broken. And look, it's not about sitting here and spending the morning calling out the hypocrisy and then it's a circus show, everybody. Isn't it funny? No. It's about you confirming once again for those that you know that are big libs that are trying to tell you that they follow the laws, they follow the Constitution, they love this country as much as you do, as founded. No, they don't. No, they don't. They won't even follow the laws in this country. And then they will look at you because you're a bad person because you decided that you didn't want to vax up, that you made the conscious decision on your own to not be vaccinated because you view it as something different than the way they view it. And you can't even have Halloween or Christmas or anything else unless you're vaxxed up. You know, the Fauci will speak on that, I'm sure, coming up. But it's that bad. So I'm going to save that story, the Kamala Harris story, for in just a little bit. But I wanted to play Pete Buttigieg because anytime there's a sighting of Pete Buttigieg, there's always hilarity that ensues. Well, let's start with this. He was on, what show was he on? CNN. That's right. The lies that are spewed by the transportation secretary are whole new level-ish. They are just amazing. How they are willing to do this and think that you're sitting there lapping this up as you're spending what you're spending each and every day on food, on fuel, on electricity. I mean, I can go down the line. But here he is. How about those supply chain disruptions? We worried about that? Everything okay? What do you think is going on here? Why is this happening?
Well, certainly a lot of the challenges that we've been experiencing this year will continue into next year, but there are both short-term...
Wait. Can we just stop right there? They are certainly going to extend into next year. Now, if you look at your calendar, you do realize that next year is just a couple of months away. There are a lot of people that are looking and saying, you've got to be kidding me. We're already coming up on Halloween. Where did this year go? And we're already getting ready for 2022. And so we know that it's going to be extended. These supply chain issues. How long is it going to be before we get back online, if you will, as the supply chain works, as the smooth movement of, that was really weird. The smooth movement, of products from container ships to the shore, to the trucks, to warehouses, out to you, how this works. And you don't even think about it. It's like breathing. You just do it. It doesn't, it's something you don't think about. And yet we have disruptions, the likes of which we haven't seen in, well, I don't know. Have any of you seen this? I mean, it's only going to get worse from what we understand. But listen, it's going to go through next year. But don't worry, because it's actually a good thing. Wait, what?
And long-term steps that we can take to do something about it. Look, part of what's happening isn't just the supply side, it's the demand side. Demand is off the charts. Retail sales are through the roof. And if you think about those images of ships, for example, waiting at anchor on the West Coast, every one of those ships is full of record amounts of goods that Americans are buying because demand is up, because income is up, because the president has successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession.
I'm sorry, wait. This president has done what?
Because the president has successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession.
Does anybody feel like Joe Biden has successfully guided us through the teeth of anything except maybe the lunch line where he's making sure that he gets the best Jell-O that is on the table before he leaves it? I mean, guiding through what? He can... Obviously, you heard the audio, and maybe you haven't heard the audio of the Yukon speech that we're going to play in just a little while, where he can barely get through that without snapping a gasket, without acting like something is seriously wrong with the president. And we'll get to that in just a second, but we're all trying to figure this out. So you're trying to tell us he got us successfully out of a recession. Some might say we are in one right now, that if we're not in one now, we are heading in that direction. We're not heading in the opposite direction. We have inflation that we haven't seen and witnessed in decades. Consumer price index surged last month by 5% compared to September 2020. That's the biggest jump in 13 years. But no, everything is fine. He has guided us through just tough times, everybody.
Boot edge. Boot edge.
That's right. And where are we seeing all the inflation? Well, let's look at this. I don't know, Jake. Did you go out and get some burgers this weekend, or did you eat anything? How did that go?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Was it expensive?
Awkwardly, yeah.
Okay. You don't have to describe. You don't have to say where you were, but would you like to tell everybody?
$30 for 2 cheeseburgers.
And what else? Did you get
fries and a drink?
2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and a drink, and it cost you over $30? $30.
28 and some change.
Okay, 28 and some change. Rental cars are up 43% over last September. Gas is up 42%. Used cars, 24%. Bacon is at 19%. I don't know about anybody else. Okay, go. Tell me.
I can't buy bacon. I haven't been able to for weeks. I'm not paying $12 for a slab of bacon.
Ditto. Now, $12 is exaggerating, but I went to Publix yesterday to go buy for breakfast. My son wanted the bacon. It's not a Sunday without bacon, and if he doesn't get his bacon, it gets really, really ugly. I mean, I'm talking about a kid who wakes up and gets and looking for the bacon, and he doesn't see it. And I'm talking about things flying, like Legos, and it's well, all right. It's not really. He doesn't throw things. It was where usually you would get a pack of bacon for like $4. It was like $7. And I'm not talking about any.
$10.
Yeah, we all see it. Hotels up 18%, beef up 18%. I mean, I can go on and on and on. You all see it. You know that it's happening. We get the worst job report that we've had of the year in terms of new jobs. So I'm trying to find out what he's guiding us through. But that's what this administration is trying to pull off here.
Because the president has successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession.
Now, I'm laughing because I'd be crying otherwise. But you don't have Jake Tapper pressuring him. You don't have anybody pressuring him. And where has he been? Where is Pete Buttigieg?
Buttigieg.
All right.
Buttigieg.
I know you like that. Where has he been? He's been on paternity leave for 2 months. And he was questioned about the paternity leave issue there.
Been under some bizarre attack for taking paid leave by some loudmouths.
Okay, you following this? This is Chuck Todd talking to Pete Buttigieg. Some loudmouths have this bizarre problem with you taking paternity leave. Now wait, just let it go. Let's listen.
In our political system. But I want to ask you about paid family leave in general, because it apparently may not be in the final part of Build Back Better. You took it. The federal government offers it to federal government employees. What does it say if the president can't get paid family leave into his agenda?
Well, it's on the president's agenda. It's in the Build Back Better plan, and I'm proud to work for an administration
but it may not last.
Walks the walk on family values.
It may not last in the plan.
Let me tell you, it is in the president's vision, and we'll see what the legislative process is going to bring. But the president's been very clear on what he's calling for.
Yeah, okay. He's calling for the maternity, paternity leave too. Okay. First of all, let me just say this. Number one, you don't get it. The guy has been missing for 2 months. Maternity, paternity, you can call it whatever you want. It's not that. The big issue is that we're in a crisis. We have a supply chain crisis. Everybody sees what's going on, and he's sitting for 2 months doing nothing. It isn't like this just popped up yesterday. That's a big, right? Isn't that part of the issue that we're talking about here? But they want to make it say, oh, wait, go ahead.
Been under some bizarre attack.
Yeah, it's a bizarre attack. You haven't been around for 2 months. Nobody has seen or heard a word from you as transportation secretary, and we don't know what's going on at the ports, but yet they're just picking on you because, it's an instant anobia. You know how that goes. Let alone this idea that we're supposed to have full paid leave for everybody across the board, Build Back Better. Why not add on to all of that in a Build Back Better plan that we can't afford? I mean, what's $1 trillion or a couple of trillion between friends, and they're going to get it one way or the other. By the way, speaking of trying to get it one way or the other, is it true that Nancy Pelosi is thinking like cutting and running? Like her whole thing with the Build Back Better plan is, listen, just get it done. And if you can make this monstrosity happen, I'm out of here. Is that true? Because that was something that was touched on. Maria Bartiromo talked about this. Listen to this.
There is speculation swirling in Washington that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi may step down after getting the massive spending package through. So all of those Democrat members who had their arms twisted to vote on the multi-trillion-dollar package and put their own reelection in jeopardy may be fuming to learn that the speaker could be planning a cut and run.
What? So we're going to get ready to go to break right now, Jake. We're going to talk more about that. Senator Ron Johnson was on with Bartiromo talking about it. But is it starting to feel like Bernie Sanders' progressive left, Marxist, communist, Democrat plan to fundamentally destroy this country is going to be pushed and arms twisted. And then once it happens, Nancy Pelosi will cut and run. Democrats will be like, we got one. That's it. We're out. We got it. Doesn't it feel like they even know that the kind of destruction that is possible with this Build Back Better plan is the one where I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm taking my money and I'm running out of town. And you guys can have it. And as it's going down, I'll just watch it burn while I'm fiddling or eating ice cream or whatever they're doing. Hard to believe. But that feels like it's your Democrat Party right there. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's if you would like to watch. Certainly anytime you want to call or text, we'd love to hear from you. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
This Fox Business Report is presented by Island Air. High-quality AC repair and installation. Online at islandairfl.com. Online at islandairefl.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Facebook says it plans to hire 10,000 workers in the European Union to work on a new computing platform. The company said it's going to connect people online using augmented and virtual reality to develop what they call the metaverse. You know how grocery stores swaddle fruits and veggies in plastic wrap all the time? Well, as of next year, French stores won't be doing that.
The French government says it's tackling what it calls an outrageous amount of single-use plastic. It's already banned plastic straws, cups, and cutlery. Simon Owen, Fox News.
Little Debbie fans may soon be celebrating as the snack company is going to be rolling out an ice cream version of its Christmas tree cakes. It'll be a vanilla cake, sprinkles, and frosting-filled ice cream. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jill Nato, invested in you.
Attorney Joe Cordell. New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated. And divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
COVID is spiking again, and it's just not clear how to keep your family safe. Fever is the leading symptom of COVID, and the only way to reliably detect it is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
When it's hot, the last thing you want is your home's AC to quit on you. At 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating, our team of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you cool and comfortable quickly. Call 855-1-HOUR for $50 off your repair or visit onehourair.com and keep your cool. Beer.
Always on time or you don't pay time.
Terms and conditions may apply. Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
You don't get to be the league's all-time leading rusher without feeling some pain.
Pro football legend Emmitt Smith knows joint pain, and he also knows the old treatments aren't the only treatments. Today, there's a natural alternative to drugs and surgery. It's biologic therapies from QC Kinetics.
I'm talking regenerative solutions that encourage your body to heal and repair itself.
Do you have pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, lower back? Want to get your life back? The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics can help.
Call to learn more about this exciting natural way to deal with chronic joint pain.
Don't put it off. Call QC Kinetics. Restorative, regenerative solutions with no downtime and lasting results.
Don't let your joint pain keep you from doing the things you love. There's a new natural solution that patients are raving about.
QC Kinetics.
Make the call to QC Kinetics. Tell them Emmitt Smith sent you.
Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $70 off any electrical repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
You've heard it before. We beat the competition. So many businesses say that now. But how many companies actually ask you to call the competition and then compare their windows to Window World windows? We will come into your home, or you can come to our showroom, and we'll give you an honest, fair, free estimate of what it would take to upgrade your windows to more energy-efficient windows. No tricks, no high pressure, We want you happy with your new windows, not feeling like you were forced into buying them.
Window World's slogan is simply the best for less. And we mean it. We offer you top quality windows at the best price available with the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business.
If something goes wrong with your new windows, we'll fix it, even if the neighborhood kids accidentally hit a baseball through it or anything else. Window World quality windows, great price. Even hurricane-rated impact windows are available to offer an increased level of security to your home. Call Window World today.
Window World, simply the best for less.
Where do designers store their clients' furniture when doing an estate home remodel? Rice's Moving and Transport in Naples, with over 10,000 square feet of air-conditioned storage space. Designers use Rice's Moving and Transport for one reason: trust. They know Rice's Moving team will pad wrap and inspect all articles carefully, then securely store them. Contractors use Rice's during a remodel to store customers' personal items too. Upon completion, everything is then returned to your home, completely unpacked and carefully reassembled. Another important point to consider when selecting a mover is this: only a handful of moving companies actually follow all the laws. Many moving companies simply pay employees in cash. This creates an issue for you as they are not insured. If there's an accident, you're responsible. So if you're planning a whole home or condo remodel or need help moving and storing your treasured furniture and valuables, trust Rice's Moving and Transport, fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind. Rice'sMoving.net, moving you into the future.
I'm Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Unfortunately, many drivers in Florida do not carry liability insurance or have limits of insurance that are insufficient to cover your injuries. Uninsured motorist is valuable coverage that you can purchase to protect you in those instances. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Office in Fort Myers, Naples.
92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 16 Americans and a Canadian kidnapped by a gang in Haiti are with Christian Aid Ministry, a religious charity founded in Ohio. They just finished visiting an orphanage when their bus was stopped at gunpoint.
A ministry member sent this, quote, "This is a special prayer alert. Pray that the gang members would come to repentance." In a statement provided to Fox News, the State Department confirmed that they are aware of the ongoing situation, and the welfare and safety of U.S. citizens abroad is one of the highest priorities of the Department of State.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. 5 children are in the group that was taken. Former President Trump supposed to answer questions today from attorneys in New York City.
The deposition will be given in a case brought by several Hispanic protesters who say they were assaulted by security guards at Trump Tower in 2015. The 4 plaintiffs say the beating infringed on their free speech rights.
Fox's Gernal Scott. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Off to a very quiet start for the morning drive across most of southwest Florida. Just keeping an eye on a crash along State Road 82 right around the Collier-Lee County line, not too far east of Corkscrew Road. If you're heading out that way, watch out for some slight slowdowns. And deputies on scene saying no injuries and possibly a little bit of roadblock eastbound. But aside from that, the rest of your commute on 82 in and out of Fort Myers should be smooth sailing right now. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. After a beautiful feeling start to today, look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
This is a message for all men. Look, my family doctor said my ED was incurable. There was nothing anyone could do but perform surgery. My wife was supportive. She told me it wasn't important and there were other things we could do, but deep down, I knew she was disappointed. I felt less of a man, less of a husband. I was embarrassed. I heard the ads for the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, and I thought to myself, how can the doctors at that clinic claim to resolve my erectile dysfunction in 15 minutes or less? So I called, made an appointment, my wife went with me, and let me say, my doctor was wrong. We have regained our intimacy. They can Help. No matter your age or your condition, $99 for a doctor consultation and a test dose of the medication can help. Call now, 239-317-7777, 317-7777, 317-7777, or FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. And be sure to ask about the incredible Pulse ED, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size.
Are you a veteran or do you know a veteran? Because military veteran Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch of Freedom Dental in Fort Myers has an upcoming event to benefit you.
Basically, for veterans, if they need emergency treatment done, we offer that availability for them to get some help. Because we don't want to see them in pain for a system that doesn't work for them. But if you need a cleaning, we'll take care of that too.
If you're a veteran, don't miss the event that Dr. Vanderbosch and Freedom Dental have coming up on Veterans Free Dental Care Day, Friday, November 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where veterans can get free dental care.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer. At Rock Solid Countertops and More, $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99 installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit RockSolidNaples.com. Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. You know, a long time ago, in one of our first commercials, my father had a little slogan at the end that said, "If you have any trouble, just call Poppy." Well, Poppy's not here to take your call, but Pop is. So if you have any trouble with any of our team members, or you just have a question, I'm not one of those owners that hides from the public. You can call me anytime at 239-482-1542, and I'll come to your home and visit, or I'll try to help you over the phone. If you have any trouble, just call Pop. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949.
Jason and Todd are celebrating love this weekend as they welcome world-renowned designers A. Jaffe and Mai Caroline to the Diamond District for their never-ending love event, featuring stunning and unforgettable diamond eternity rings offered at 20% less than designers' manufactured pricing.
Does market turbulence and economic turmoil have you worried about your retirement nest egg? I'm Alfie Townsend. Learn how to navigate these uncertain times. Tune in to Saving the Investor radio show every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at savingtheinvestor.com.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
The new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills, is out. You can tell times have changed because now we're all rooting for the guy wearing a mask. Of course, Michael Myers is a little older. In one big fight scene, Jamie Lee Curtis hurts Michael by hiding his blood pressure medication.
I have no idea if that's true. I mean, both. Like if it's the part about, obviously the rooting for the mask now, if that's what they're doing, everybody's rooting for Michael Myers. Is that how that works? They're all rooting for the character instead of like people getting away. And then obviously the blood pressure medication. But I know a lot of people that were watching it.
He doesn't seem like one who would have high blood pressure. He seems very calm, collective, like he knows what he's doing.
Listen,
he's got a plan.
I'm just telling you this right now. I don't know the difference between all the Halloween characters. I've never watched. Like, I don't know the difference between the masked dude and then there's another one and there's a Chucky thing. I don't know any of them. I've never watched any. I have no clue.
A Chucky thing?
Isn't there the Chucky doll, the one that looks like Joe?
Yeah, we used to have one when I was a
Gruden?
kid, and I locked my little sister in the closet with it, and to this day, she's terrified of it. So I send her pictures of Chucky all the time, just randomly.
Yeah, let's not do that. That's not the way. You don't do that to your. Yeah.
She's getting married next week too.
You're gonna send her a Chucky doll from?
I am.
Don't. Listen, this is not okay. Bad. This is bad. But anyway. So I know a lot of people that were watching that, and like I said, I couldn't tell the difference between the characters. I don't know that. I will say this though. I did do something that I didn't want to do after hearing Mike Opelka talk to us on Friday. about Squid Game, and I did watch and skim through the season 1, episode 1, to see what all the hubbub was about. Did you watch it?
I tried.
Okay, now I know what it is. And I can't, not only can I not get that 30 minutes of my life back, but I can't believe that this is the number one.
Can you speak Korean?
Well, what I was watching, it was just dubbed out. It was like watching in, the old movies, the spaghetti westerns where they have it wasn't like
Drew?
captioned. What? No, they dubbed the voices. They dubbed the voices.
Subtitles.
Yeah. No, we were no subtitles. It was dubbed voices. So.
No, that's not the way to watch it.
Okay, well, sorry. Anyway, so I watched it, and I can see why Mike Opelka was so upset about it. Like, your child should not watch this. Like, this is about.
I've seen clips, and definitely not.
It's awful. It's horrific.
It doesn't get any better either.
No, I can't imagine that it does. And forgive me, and I'm not, we'll move on, and I'm not going to make this about my personal opinions on where the world is going to, but it's, everybody's gone mad. Even Barry Weiss, formerly of the New York Times, was talking to Brian Stelter on CNN about how the world's gone mad. I got to play that audio coming up, because she's right. The world's gone absolutely mad. But the fact that this movie or this TV show on Netflix is like what, the number one show that they've ever had? Is it something like that? Like by a long shot?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. And Netflix is a really weird place to be right now, because that show, which I'm telling you, do not watch it, don't do it. It's horrific. It's awful. The fact that they're playing a kid's game, and if you lose in the game, basically you die. It's a horrible premise, and it kind of goes after capitalism, which is really not what it is and not what should be happening with that. But the fact that you have that show, and then on Netflix you also have Dave Chappelle, who's getting all kinds of grief because he decides to do his version of comedy that everybody knows about, that comedy is what it is, or at least the comedy that it used to be, where, an equal opportunity offender, but it's not that way, to the point where Dave Chappelle's show, there are those at the network, well, not network, but at Netflix that want it canceled, and the owner is doubled and tripled down, and it's like, yeah, we're not going to do that. So where they're opening up one space and saying, look, Dave Chappelle, he's going to be on Netflix. Too bad. You just have to get used to it. We'll also put out Cuties and Squid Game and run with that as well. It is. It's okay.
Did you watch the Chappelle thing?
No, I don't. Can I be honest?
You don't have time to watch TV, I get.
No, but I'm just being honest with everybody. You and everybody's listening. I don't have Netflix. I got it just to see it. I'm canceling it.
You can borrow mine.
No, I just wanted to see what it was all about. So I got it just to see it so I can get rid of it, because I don't have it. I don't have any of those things. That's not my house. I just don't do that. So getting it for the moment because I wanted to see what was going on. And I regret that decision. That was not good. All right, 239-479-5592. All right, what else are we regretting? What other decisions are we? All right, so where do we want to play? I'll play a little bit of this because I kind of teased it, and then I'll go on to what I was just talking about a second ago, which is Barry Weiss from the New York Times, who wrote a book now called Common Sense, who basically said the world's gone mad. And she gives the examples of how the world has absolutely gone mad to Brian Stelter at CNN, who's pretty much like, well, what are you saying? Who are the people that you're doing this? Your network, you Marxist, communist, liberal, Democrat, you're the ones that are doing. I know she didn't say that. That's my words. But I mean, I don't know. Tell me where I'm wrong. Maria Bartiromo talking about Nancy Pelosi cutting and running if she gets this Build Back Better deal.
There is speculation swirling in Washington that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi may step down after getting the massive spending package through. So all of those Democrat members who had their arms twisted to vote on the multi-trillion-dollar package and put their own reelection in jeopardy may be fuming to learn that the speaker could be planning a cut and run.
That's what Democrats do. And it's like, it's pretty amazing. We're going to fundamentally destroy the country with a Build Back Better plan that is going to be signed on by a president who is destroying the country as we speak. You can't tell me one single positive thing that this administration's done. Well, we got rid of the orange man bad and no more mean tweets. Good for you. Like that's your big get. Thanks, Joe Biden.
He is like a little baby.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but. So Senator Ron Johnson on Maria Bartiromo's Sunday's Future program asked about this. What does he say? Do you know anything about this? Is Nancy Pelosi planning on signing off on this, getting this Build Back Better plan done, and then I am out of town. That's it. I'm out of here.
Well, I have no further insight. The Democrats I'd be the last person they'd confide in.
True.
But we all know that Nancy Pelosi was willing to sacrifice her majority for Obamacare. And, you know, Bernie's budget, this 3.5, which is really about a $5 to $5.5 trillion reconciliation package, is just a laundry list of new entitlements, make more Americans dependent on government, explode our deficits, explode our debt, and, of course, make more Americans dependent on Democrats like Nancy Pelosi or her successors to keep them in power. That's what this is all about.
That's what it's about. Is he wrong? I mean, if you're a Democrat and you're listening to this program, I'm just asking you, what is it about this that you think is a positive, that you want to fundamentally destroy the country? Oh, no. It's about universal pre-K. No, it's not. No, it's not. That is what the joke is that you will have Democrats who are in this town, who are listening to this program, who may be in positions of authority when it comes to being voted into office, who honestly think that universal pre-K being put into this Build Back Better plan is the only reason why we should be talking about it. Like, that's it. There's nothing else. There's no bad in this. We can afford the trillions of dollars. Come on now. We got to have universal pre-K, right? Right? We can't do this on its own. There's no way we can talk about that by itself, standalone. No. We have to put that into a Build Back Better plan that's going to fundamentally destroy the country. The way we vote, the way we buy, the way we do everything, and really fully come into an American Marxist nation. And you have no problem with that. Like, it's outrageous. So what else? All right, Barry Weiss. Let's play this audio. The world has gone mad. Barry Weiss used to be with the New York Times. She's on with Brian Stelter. They're having this conversation about what's going on with politics and the media. You know, the usual stuff that hardly anybody watches. But we're the ones that end up watching the programs for you so that you can see the hypocrisy and how awful Democrats are and how awful the media is. So here's Brian Stelter talking to Barry Weiss, formerly of the New York Times. She's got a new book out called Common Sense. Now listen to this.
There are tens of millions of Americans who aren't on the hard left or the hard right who feel the world has gone mad. So in what ways has the world gone mad?
Right. So that's what she wrote in the book. There are many Americans. Doesn't make a difference. Far left, far right, in the middle, on the sides, at the bottom, at the top, in the corner. They're all like, this place has gone crazy. So Brian Stelter's like, oh, how do you figure that's the case?
Well, when you have the chief reporter on the beat of COVID for the New York Times talking about how questioning or pursuing the question of the lab leak is racist, the world has gone mad.
Yep, I would agree. Would you agree with that? Jake, you're going to love this rundown, okay? I would say that's kind of mad, right?
When you're not able to say out loud and in public that there are differences between men and women, the world has gone mad.
Right? Is anybody allowed to? Were we allowed to talk about that right now? Oh no, Drew, not in Southwest Florida. We really for how long? Because listen, if you start voting for people who have liberal ideology, or for those that are concerned about not hurting somebody's feelings, and then businesses who are finding out that they're going to be doxxed and they're going to be damaged, their reputations at least, unless they conform to what the minority of voices say the majority should be doing, then yeah, it is your problem.
When we're not allowed to acknowledge that rioting is rioting and it is bad, and that silence is not violence, but violence is violence,
right,
the world has gone mad.
Where is she wrong? She's not wrong on any of this.
When we're not able to say that Hunter Biden's laptop is a story worth pursuing, the world has gone mad. When, in the name of progress, young school children, as young as kindergarten, are being separated in public schools because of their race, and that is called progress rather than segregation, the world has gone mad.
That is Barry Weiss, formerly of the New York Times, who was telling Brian Stelter at CNN, you're listening to this. You can't disagree with any of this. It is happening. If you think that this is good, then the world has gone mad. So what does Brian Stelter say? Well, of course, he's going to say what?
You say we're not allowed, we're not able. Who's the people stopping the conversation? Who are they?
People that work at networks, frankly, like the one I'm speaking on right now, who try and claim that, you know, it was racist to investigate the lab leak theory. It was.
But
I mean,
who
let's
said
just
that
take
at
an
CNN?
example.
But I'm just saying that when you say allowed, I just think it's a provocative thing you say. You say we're not allowed to talk about these things, but they're all over the internet. I can Google them. I can find them everywhere. I've heard about every story you mentioned.
Course.
So I'm just suggesting, of course, people are allowed to cover whatever they want to cover.
But you and I both know, and it would be delusional to claim otherwise, that touching your finger to an increasing number of subjects that have been deemed third rail by the mainstream institutions and increasingly by some of the tech companies will lead to reputational damage, perhaps you losing your job, your children sometimes being demonized as well. And so what happens is a kind of internal self-censorship. This is something that I saw over and over again when I was at the New York Times.
That's CNN Brian. Internal self-censorship. That's what she noticed at the New York Times and around her liberal friends. Do you see that? That is so big. That is, as some used to say, huge. Self-censorship. Are you getting this yet? Don't tell us that that's not happening. Of course it is. The minority of voices in this country are telling the majority what is and isn't when it comes to racism and when it comes to all of the things that she just described, and your kids in schools and what they're being taught, and there's no difference between men and women and the like. And if you don't do what the minority is telling you to do, then you will be what? You may lose your job. You may have an issue with your family. You may have a problem in your community. You may have a problem in your church. And so what do? You self-censor. You don't say anything. And how bad can it get? Well, when we come back, I'll tell you how bad it could get. Because there's a story out from the Federalist, and I don't know if you heard this story yet, about an anti-critical race whistleblower, a teacher, Ramona Bessinger, in Providence, Rhode Island. Guess what happened to her? You won't believe it when you hear it. Well, then again, the way things are right now, you might. So we're going to talk about this story coming up in just a couple of minutes. And you'll see, it's not only the self-censorship, but it's others who are telling you that you need to keep your mouth shut. And I mean others. To your face, in large groups. Wait till you hear this story coming up. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Stay break, 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here, 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. AC by Florida Comfort Systems helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call AC by Florida Comfort Systems to hear more about how we can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today or visit us online at acbyfcs.com. License number CAC 057065.
Lusk, Drasites, and Telesano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Drasites, and Telesano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Drasites, and Telesano. ldtlaw.com.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. We're on the phone with our good friend TJ Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples. And listen, TJ, we know that when you're calling, something big is going on, something special is happening at Floor Meisters. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the almost 1 million square feet of CoreTech inventory on hand. Talk about that.
Yes, I have the biggest selection in Southwest Florida, and I also probably have the biggest stock of CoreTech. Got almost 1 million square feet. I'm ordering it every day to keep up with demand and to make sure it's here, ready to go when you need it. I've got trucks rolling in every day. I'm buying for 3 to 4 to 5 months out to make sure you've got it. If you got a contractor who needs some floor and they can't get it, come see me. We probably have it here.
So when it comes to CoreTech, listen, you know where to go. The selection's unbelievable at Floor Meisters. And if you're a homeowner, contractor, installer, and you can't find what you're looking for, now's the time to visit their store at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco or online at floormeisters.com.
True relief for back and neck pain. Did you play golf or tennis today and wish that you didn't have to deal with the back or neck pain? Do you feel hesitant to swing all the way through or run across the court because of pain? People just assume they have to live with it or just get epidurals. They are wrong. People look at it from the wrong perspective. Most people only think about treating the symptoms and not the cause. At Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, we treat the cause using non-surgical spinal decompression. Now available for anyone, not just the injured or professional athletes. Spinal decompression is a safe, non-surgical treatment that takes pressure off the nerves and discs, increasing blood circulation, allowing the back to heal. Safe, long-lasting results for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, herniated discs, or even failed back surgery. Don't suffer. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back, 596 BACK. That's 596-2225.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
The truth is Vince fell and broke ribs when he fell. He can't breathe, and he's going to get dealt with medically. Now that sucks for us and him. He was so excited to be here. He lives in Tennessee, but he was willing to stick it out, tough it up when the pair of people back here telling him don't do it. Let's have one good round of applause, please, for this guy that's toughed it out.
Yeah, let's have a nice round of applause for this guy who fell off the stage. What's going on? You know, I guess you get to a certain age and you got to stay away from the end of the stage. We should put like some kind of tape up or something. There's Motley Crue singer Vince Neil performing with his own band on Friday night, fell off the edge of the stage. Didn't who's the lead singer Aerosmith? What's his name?
Thanks for that.
Why am I forgetting the name of? Come on, it's Steven
Tyler.
Who is it?
Steven Tyler.
Right? Isn't that who it is?
Not you.
Yeah. Didn't he fall off the? Didn't he fall off the edge of the stage a couple of times too?
Probably 1,000.
I don't know. So there you go. So can't they put something up? I don't know, like fencing or something, or help him out.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Fox News listeners, Saturday morning is the perfect time to talk boats and water fun in Southwest Florida. This is Adam Botana again from Baywater Sousa Boat Club. Join us every Saturday morning from 7 to 8 for the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk boats, fishing, boating hotspots, water quality, on top of Jake the Millennial and I just having fun on the radio. And if you don't have a boat, Baywater Sousa Boat Club has got you covered. Just call me, Adam, at 239-495-0455.
Hey, Sean Hannity here for DeVoe Cadillac. Now, you all know Cadillac is synonymous with quality. In fact, it has been the icon of American-made luxury vehicles for over 100 years. Now, DeVoe Cadillac has been in business for over 50 of those years. Now, they serve Southwest Florida as a family-owned and operated business. They've done it the whole time. The DeVoe family has embraced the same commitment to quality that Cadillac represents. Listen, I could drive whatever I like, and guess what? I choose Cadillac again and again and again because I love my Escalade. I really enjoy the comfort, I enjoy the safety, the style, and that's why, let's see, I've already purchased over 10 Cadillacs in my life, and my go-to dealer in Southwest Florida is DeVoe Cadillac. Now, I know they're going to take great care of you and your new Cadillac with expert service from the people who know it best. Get to know our friends at DeVoe Cadillac, your Cadillac dealer right here in Naples.
Southwest Florida, are you getting the most out of your Medicare benefits? Annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. With the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage Plan, you get more for your Medicare dollar, including benefits like vision, hearing, dental care, and much more. Take advantage. Call United Healthcare today at 1-855-608-8763. That's 1-855-608-8763. Benefits, features, or devices vary by plan and area. Limitations and exclusions apply.
In the morning and at night, we're the station that gets it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Getting out of Afghanistan. I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News. More Americans who are still there a month and a half after the U.S. troop withdrawal and chaotic evacuations will be flying away along with many others.
Hundreds of Afghan civilians and foreign nationals who will be making their way onto a Qatari jet and then flying to Doha, safely getting out of Taliban territory. Some of those American citizens who have been waiting to flee Afghanistan.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Kabul. A group of mostly American missionaries are now hostages in Haiti, kidnapped over the weekend. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has an update live.
Dave, U.S. officials are working with authorities in Haiti to try and get the 17 people with the U.S.-based missionary group Christian Aid Ministries freed. The group says on its website the number includes 5 men, 7 women, and 5 children. Police say they were abducted outside Port-au-Prince on Saturday by a gang notorious for killings, kidnappings, and extortion. The kidnappers have demanded $1 million ransom. This all comes just days after high-level U.S. officials visited Haiti and promised more resources for their national police to help reduce gang violence. Dave.
Tanya, COVID cases declined again last week in the U.S. for a 4th week in a row to just below 600,000. In Chicago, COVID vaccine mandates for city employees take effect today.
Police unions are suing, and as many as half of that city's sworn officers are expected to defy the order. The already depleted police department in the city attempting damage control by restricting time off requests. The city's police union leader encouraging officers not to comply. A move Mayor Lori Lightfoot compared to an insurrection. Lightfoot also vowing to put defiant officers on no-pay status.
Fox's Marianne Rafferty. Some parents and teachers and school staffers plan a walkout today in California to protest a looming vaccine mandate for students once there's approval for the COVID vaccine for younger kids. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Wink News. Traffic.
Good morning. Tracking a disabled vehicle heading along 75 northbound, the exit ramp to Corkscrew Road, exit 123, blocking a left lane on that ramp there. Otherwise, the interstate itself is running up to speed with no problems up and down 75. Heading through State Road 82, we do have a crash we're watching right at the Collier-Lee County line, not too far from Church Road, causing just some slight eastbound slowdowns. No injuries, no roadblock reported there, but you'll see Collier County deputies, so just be extra cautious on scene. Otherwise, clear on the rest of State Road 82. No problems on Daniels Parkway right now, crossing through Gateway into Fort Myers. Up and down US 41, everything's still very quiet on this morning drive. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. After a beautiful feeling start to today, look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
At home or on your phone, no matter where you roam, you can always get rightallalong.net, the new web home for 92.5 Fox News.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
Conditioned Air is looking for the best of the best in HVAC to join our winning team. If you consider yourself an A player and love customer service, you should apply so we can get your career path started. We have several top-paying positions available now in Sarasota, Fort Myers, and Naples. Find out more about our new hire bonus and apply online at conditionedair.com. Conditioned Air, the comfort people since 1962. License number CAC 1819590.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Did you know people drive from all over Florida to save money on diamonds?
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds, and we have thousands of diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, half carat to 10 carats. Because we are direct diamond importers, we own one of the largest selections of amazing diamonds here in the United States.
And offer prices 30 to 50% lower than other jewelers, where overhead cost is very high. Duncan's Diamonds hand-picks diamonds from diamond cutters all over the world to ensure you get the best.
We want you to find that diamond that you really love today and save.
And at Duncan's Diamonds, we have spectacular financing and layaway plans, including no or low interest.
A $2,000 engagement ring is only $66 a month. A $3,000 pair of diamond stud earrings is just $84 a month. Best prices guaranteed, low monthly payments, a spectacular gift from Duncan's Diamonds. We want you to find the diamond you love today and save.
Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99 installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit RockSolidNaples.com. Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here at 239-479-5592, the talking text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching the program and subscribing to the podcast. Both, thank you so much for that. All right, so what do you think Lee County School Board is going to be talking about arming employees? Oh, they're going to arm us. I like the way that's the Wink News headline. Lee County School Board to discuss arming employees. It's going to be like the Wild West. Yeah. So we'll just get your idea on what you think about this. The school district is discussing the possibility of training and arming school employees in cases of school shooting threats on its campuses. School board members are set to talk about the Guardian program today. Yep, sounds good to me. Why wouldn't we? We'll get your thoughts, 239-479-5592. I'm sure the Lee County School Board would love to hear from you. Well, not always, but, yeah. So, making sure that we're keeping our kids safe and secure. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't like guns to begin with, then certainly that's not even going to be an option. I'm even curious as to what you think the option would be if you don't like guns. Or we want law enforcement. You do realize law enforcement officers have guns as well. Well, we don't want those into school, but we'll what? What will we do? So I wonder what you think. We'll have that discussion coming up. And also, we're going to talk about whether or not the Vice President of the United States broke the law. Did she do it? I might have the audio to prove that's a possibility. But it's a Democrat thing, so it's nothing to worry about. If it's a Democrat breaking the law, then everything is fine. Nobody will say a word. We'll say a word just to make sure that you understand how life works. Democrats rule the world, and you just have to abide by their rules. There are no rules but their rules, and that's how it works. So that's coming up. Now, I mentioned just a little while ago about this story that is pretty disturbing, that is out of Providence. Ramona Bessinger is the Providence, Rhode Island middle school teacher. She gained national attention by blowing the whistle on a racialized and radical critical race curriculum introduced a year ago there in schools in Rhode Island. Now, I know what you're saying. Lee County schools, we don't do that. Colonial County, no. We don't have any kind of critical race theory taught in our schools. No, not at all. You really believe that? Again, you have to earn trust. You don't just get to say what you want to say when we have the evidence to show that, oh, yeah, we see privilege walks and we see a lot of different things that are happening in Lee County schools. And we see that it's going on and you're telling us to our face that it's not. We know different. And like I said before, it was Barry Weiss from the formerly of the New York Times. She has a Substack account now and has a book out called Common Sense where she is described about how the world she believes has gone bad, and she went down a list of things with Brian Stelter on CNN about how bad things have become.
Well, when you have the chief reporter on the beat of COVID for the New York Times talking about how questioning or pursuing the question of the lab leak is racist, the world has gone mad. When you're not able to say out loud and in public that there are differences between men and women, the world has gone mad. When we're not allowed to acknowledge that rioting is rioting and it is bad, and that silence is not violence, but violence is violence, the world has gone mad. When we're not able to say that Hunter Biden's laptop is a story worth pursuing, the world has gone mad. When, in the name of progress, young school children, as young as kindergarten, are being separated in public schools because of their race, and that is called progress rather than segregation, the world has gone mad.
Right, and those are just some of the examples that she brings up in this book, Common Sense, and it's the last part I want to focus on right now because she doesn't say that and make it up. She says that because it's documented evidence that that is what's happening in our schools. And Ramona Bessinger was the person that I was talking about before, about the middle school teacher in Providence, who Legal Insurrection is writing about, where she was introducing this like a year ago, the fact that in the school district, they were racializing and radicalizing through critical race curriculum. It was taking place. It's happening. It exists. It's not imagination. It is reality. And as Legal Insurrection was documenting, they served her a notice. And right after they served her a notice about the fact that they didn't like some of the things that she was doing, she was getting ready to go public with this story. And 2 days after she went public, they served her notice on possible disciplinary charges because they said that she let students out of class on September 29th during a quote-unquote instructional lockdown. It was like a pre-disciplinary hearing that was scheduled for the morning of October 13th. After that, the harassment of Providence anti-critical race whistleblower teacher Ramona Bessinger intensified. To what degree? What they did was they started to write things on whiteboards in her classroom saying, yeah, you might not want to come back. Bye, bye, bye. Fire Miss Bessinger. Pack your bags. Some of the things I can't repeat because the language is not for airing. But they started to dox her in the classrooms. And then the Wall Street Journal editorial board was starting to talk about this harassment that was happening. Fellow teachers and administrative officials started to harass her because they didn't like the fact that she was speaking out against critical race theory. She encountered a situation at school that she found troubling and unsettling after the October 13th hearing, because they didn't like that she was getting ready to speak out. She was in the schoolyard, Jake. She's in the schoolyard. Students congregated during recess, as they always do. All of a sudden, she's isolated and surrounded by 10 to 12 male students who are taunting her with claims, some in questioning form, about whether she's a racist. Are you racist? Are you a racist, Miss Bessinger? Of course, she says she's not a racist and didn't know why they would say something like that. She had to tell one of the students to back away. None of the students touched her during the whole thing, but they referenced tweets to some things that they saw on the whiteboard about her being a racist and wanted to know more about this. She sent multiple emails and made multiple complaints to the district about this breakdown of order at the middle school. Now, why am I bringing all of this up? We're talking about Providence, Rhode Island. We're not talking about Lee County or Collier County. We're not talking about Southwest Florida. But ultimately, we have to make one thing really clear and obvious. That as Barry Weiss was talking about all the things that have made the world mad and all the things that are going on, the one thing she said at the end of this discussion with Brian Stelter is the one thing that's important. Because as he says, well, who's doing this? I'd like to know which side is the problem side. He knows what the answer is. He knows it's him. He knows it's CNN. He knows it's the media outlets, whether they're local, state, or national. He knows exactly what's going on. But then she says the one thing that is the important takeaway in this.
They're all over the internet. I can Google them. I can find them everywhere. I've heard about every story you mentioned. Course. So I'm just suggesting, of course, people are allowed to cover whatever they want to cover.
But you and I both know, and it would be delusional to claim otherwise, that touching your finger to an increasing number of subjects that have been deemed third rail by the mainstream institutions and increasingly by some of the tech companies will lead to reputational damage, perhaps you losing your job, your children sometimes being demonized as well. And so what happens is a kind of internal self-censorship. This is something that I saw over and over again when I was at the New York Times.
And that's the big problem right there, is that we are all pushing back. Not only are we pushing back against critical race theory, which does exist and is being taught in our schools, and we're not going to accept it, and where we see problems, we are going to call it out. And we're also going to make sure that we completely change a school board so that they understand that they will represent the will of the people that elected them, and not to go rogue and decide to do what they want to do because they're a bunch of liberals and they feel like they have to follow along with the teachers' unions. And of course, the only way to be a world-class school district is to teach critical race theory. No, you're in the wrong town. You're in the wrong city. You're in the wrong state. You may want to go someplace else. But the fact of the matter is that ultimately, if they don't get what they want, I'm talking about the teachers' unions, I'm talking about specific teachers, I'm talking about specific districts, that if there are people that will push back against what they're doing, does that happen? Do you find that there are some teachers that are in the district that are going to work today that are like, you know what? I just don't want to cause any trouble. I don't like what's going on. I see the damage that it's causing, separating our kids by race, the kind of things that we're doing, which is It's an abomination. It's horrible what we're doing with our kids right now. The steps that we have taken back are unbelievable. But at the same time, when you have citizens, people, teachers, parents, Americans, who are thinking to themselves that I can't say anything and I'm going to self-censor because I don't want to cause any trouble, or I'm concerned about those 10 to 12 kids surrounding me and getting in my face and saying things because they see something on a whiteboard that somebody put up there and we don't know who did. That is not at all indicative of who I am. You can go to break, Jake. That's the problem that we have. And that's not this country. That's not the people that live in this town. And that's the kind of thing we have to look out for. We can't allow that to happen. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News. Coming up, hey, did Kamala Harris break the law as Vice President of the United States? I don't know. We got some audio evidence. Maybe it's, well, you'll tell me. Coming up. Traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. We have a crash on Colonial Boulevard, not too far from McGregor Baptist Church. If you're heading that direction, it's right near Camino Real Way, so watch out for some slowdowns and activity nearby, heading toward I-75 in the eastbound direction. Otherwise, pretty quiet on the rest of Colonial. We're dealing with delays on Daniels Parkway heading through Gateway westbound coming out of Lehigh Acres toward Gateway Boulevard, but no crashes to report out there right now. And a crash also on Daniels Parkway near Plantation Road with some southbound slowdowns. No injuries, no roadblock there, though. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. A beautiful start to the day with slightly cooler temperatures eventually warming up into the upper 80s for this afternoon. Look for lower humidity with some high-low clouds building in late today. We cool it down to 67 as we kick off your Tuesday, a high of 89 for tomorrow with a partly cloudy and dry sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
In business, setbacks change everything. Fast, reliable Comcast Business Internet can help keep you ahead. And now you can add Security Edge. It helps protect every device that's connected, so you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. Security Edge requires Comcast Business Internet.
Introducing the Fpl Energy Manager, a new way to take control of your energy use and your bill. You can monitor, analyze, even simulate your energy use and save. Find savings to sing about at fpl.com/take control.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Attention Medicare recipients. My name is Todd Van Owen. I live, work, play, and volunteer here in our community. New to Medicare, the area, have questions about Medicare Advantage plans, supplements, prescription drug coverage, need a primary care doctor or specialist? Call me, Todd, 896-3100. Unlike football and TV personalities claiming to know Medicare, I've got over 20 years of local experience educating and enrolling folks in Medicare plans. Call me, Todd, at 896-3100. That's 896-3100.
Hey, this is Papa, reporting that a lady recently complained that she did not like my commercial about the guy spitting chewing tobacco. She said that sound made her sick. I asked her what she thought about my commercial of Bart the Donkey, and she went... Either way, a special thanks to over 4,000 wonderful people who did respond to Papa's wacky commercials and making this past year our biggest, most profitable year in over 30 years. On behalf of my sons, Casey, Carrie, and Cody, we invite you to call Papa for our free tile roof inspection. If we find needed repairs, we'll do our best to make it affordable. Let us show you how we can clean and seal your tile roof, pavers, and pool decks the eco-friendly way, and it's cleaner, safer, and lasts longer. We promise to keep the donkey off your roof. Call me, Papa, for our free tile roof inspection. 945-2700. That's 945-2700. Remember, area code 239-945-2700. We're open 24/7. License number CCC 1326213.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. Navage. Available at Navage.com.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the Drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Virgin Galactic plans to offer commercial flights to space, but the start date was just delayed because they had to refurbish the spacecrafts. A refurbished spacecraft? I don't even like it when Spectrum gives me a refurbished cable box.
Why are they refurbishing it? Virgin Galactic, like that's not Virgin Airways, like going to some tropical destination near you. That is Virgin Galactic going into space and they have to refurb the spacecraft. Like, what does that mean? What do they do to it? Is it like the inside? Like they don't, it's not cushy enough or? What,
it sounds terrifying.
I would worry about that. The refurbing of a galactic space traveling machine. All right. Quickly, let's go to the phones. Lee's in Fort Myers. Lee wanted to comment on the story we just talked about, Providence and the teacher being bullied, and about going against critical race theory in the district. Go ahead, Lee.
I just wanted to make a comment that's going to start a trend. The more we notorize that and publish it, these kids are all going to start doing that. And just like bending of the knee at the games, now you're going to have a problem in the schoolyard with the teachers. They're not going to be safe.
So you would rather not know about it, that it's happening, than to bring it up?
Well, no, I would not just keep, talking about it because that's going to, you watch, it's going to happen.
Well, we need to know. Well, we need to know. Well, trust me, you do know what social media is, right, Lee? They don't need us. I was going to say, they don't need us to talk about anything. There are plenty of things that are going on in the world right now, unfortunately, that none of us are aware of. That like the destruction of bathrooms, the latest in schools, that all happened through social media. That wasn't somebody getting on the air and saying, hey, it would be a really cool trend if we all did. What was that thing called, Jake? That trend where everybody was destroying the bathrooms there, and they were what was that called? Where they were destroying things. They were going into businesses. Thanks for the call, Lee, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh, man, what was that called? It just happened. It was one of those challenges. The challenges on Instagram or TikTok challenge, where they all went in and they started pulling down all the, where the paper towel holders and I don't know what it was called. Jake will find out. He's using
devious something.
Yeah, whatever it was. The point is, Lee, is that I appreciate what you're saying. Like, don't talk about it because then it's going to start encouraging people to do it. Well, trust me, social media is doing that without us talking about anything, and that's why we have to be aware of not only what people are doing and talk about it, but also be aware of what our kids are doing on social media.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Keeping your home and business cool is a struggle, but now you can be the insider on how it all works and how to keep it running when the heat is on. Join Matt and Justin from Island Air right here on Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. for the Island Air Hour, providing quick and effective solutions for commercial and residential air conditioning and heating systems. If you have a question about your system, you can call us right now at 239-747-1550, and we'll be glad to help. Serving Southwest Florida since 1972.
Is foot pain making your life miserable? The Good Feet store specializes in foot pain relief. Call 552-FEET or visit us at the Good Feet store in Naples or our newest location in Fort Myers. Or stop in for a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm Keith, the owner of Storm Shield Windows and Doors in North Fort Myers. And when it comes to hurricane windows and doors, you have two choices, Storm Shield and all the rest. Here's what our client Lauren had to say.
Our windows made a difference in terms of how our house looked. So it looked 30 years old with our old windows. And now that we have our new Storm Shield windows, they look totally different. Our coastal look is coming along. We definitely have other projects to do, but the look alone of these windows has definitely improved our house. We have more energy efficient windows than we had before. It's quiet, and we definitely know in the event of a storm that we're safe and secure.
Storm Shield's windows and doors reduce the exterior noise by up to 80%, and our clients typically see an average energy savings of 40%. Why choose Storm Shield? Because everyone deserves the best. Call us today at 239-491-7002 or visit stormshieldSWFL.com.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet.
On appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at GoodDealsAppliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
Would you rather make your own way or spend your life saying, what if? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. To find out more, call 1-800-424-8580 or go to peacecorps.gov.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Democrats in Congress are still trying to work out among themselves what's in and what gets cut from a big social spending plan. Their self-imposed deadline to pass that and a bipartisan infrastructure bill is at the end of the month. California Congressman Brad Sherman says he doesn't think that'll happen, but they should try.
We're trying to do something enormous.
Wisconsin Senate Republican Ron Johnson says about the big spending plans.
There's just a laundry list of new entitlements, make more Americans dependent on government, explode our deficits, explode our debt.
They were both on Fox. More than 77% of Americans 12 and up are now vaccinated for COVID-19, according to the Centers for Disease Control. It's nearly 96% of people over 65.
COVID cases in northern states have started to rise as the weather turns colder, with the New York Times reporting that the ones with the fastest rising caseloads are Vermont, Colorado, New Hampshire, Michigan, and Minnesota.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. America's listening to Fox News.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. We have a crash on Colonial Boulevard, not too far from McGregor Baptist Church. If you're heading that direction, it's right near Camino Real Way, so watch out for some slowdowns and activity nearby, heading toward I-75 in the eastbound direction. Otherwise, pretty quiet on the rest of Colonial. We're dealing with delays on Daniels Parkway heading through Gateway westbound coming out of Lehigh Acres toward Gateway Boulevard, but no crashes to report out there right now. And a crash also on Daniels Parkway near Plantation Road with some southbound slowdowns. No injuries, no roadblock there, though. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
We'll have happy Monday after a beautiful feeling start to today. Look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Some people say bigger is better. When it comes to buying a home, a TV, or an ice cream sundae, wouldn't you rather go big? Insurance companies think that because they're bigger, they can pay injured people less than what they really deserve. But guess what? We're big too. As America's largest personal injury firm, we know that our size matters. If you're going up against a big insurance company, you need a big firm fighting for you. And when we win big, you win big.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
Trey Radel, your host of The Drive here. Dr. Varvaris in studio with us. Dr. Varvaris, now you're a concierge physician in a time of long waits, scheduling months out. What does it mean to be a concierge physician?
Well, I made a decision a long time ago that I was going to provide medical care the way I would wish medical care to be provided to me. So I'm kind of focusing it on sort of an old-fashioned situation where I'm the only provider in my office. I don't have any underlings. I have a limited staff. I spend time with my patients. I focus on them. I want to get to know them. I want to be friendly with them. I want to know the details of their care. I want to work with them as a team to accomplish goals for them. I enjoy doing so. I want people who want to get healthier. It's not just fearing disease. It's loving health. So that's where I'm coming from in terms of concierge medicine.
Dr. Varvaris is based in Naples. Again, this is your concierge physician. The attention is on you. Personal one-on-one care. Here's the website. Go to mddocv.com. Here it is again, mddocv.com. Dr. Varvaris, mddocv.com.
If you're moving, selling, or purchasing furniture and need help getting it home, there are a lot of moving companies to choose from. But wait, all moving companies are not created equal. Sure, if you're moving your college students' furniture, hiring young movers is fine. But if you're moving highly valued items, you need Rice's Moving and Transport. They meticulously pad wrap everything and secure your valuables and gently pack, transport, and set them up. Rice's Moving and Transport employs skilled professional movers who respect your belongings, not just young hunks who can lift heavy things. Moving is stressful enough. Don't stress about hiring the right moving company. Here's what Teresa in Naples said about Rice's Moving and Transport. I was so impressed when your moving crew came to my home. They politely introduced themselves by name. Seems small, but it made an impression. When you need help moving, trust Rice's Moving and Transport. Rice'sMoving.net, moving you into the future.
This is State Representative Spencer Roach with the most important radio ad I've ever recorded. My message is this: taking back the White House is important, and regaining our majority in the U.S. House and Senate are critical. But the most important vote you will ever cast is for your local school board members. The Lee County School Board has been hijacked by progressive radicals. They get elected because in Florida, school board candidates are allowed to hide their party affiliation from voters. This is wrong, and I've filed a bill that will allow voters to know the party affiliation of every school board candidate on the ballot. Let's put an end to liberal Democrats sneaking into office in our conservative community. This is Spencer Roach, and my top priority is to send these radicals packing. I believe that parents, not government, know what's best for their children, and I will use all the powers of my office to defend your rights. Remember this: it's your school board, and they work for you. Sponsored by Friends of Spencer Roach, P.O. Box 3179, North Fort Myers, Florida, 33918.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. Appreciate you watching. And don't forget, coming up in about 10 more minutes, Drew's College of Political Knowledge, 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Impress your friends and family, the kids, and get yourself a $35 gift card to Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. They've got locations in Naples on Collier Boulevard at Pine Ridge Road, and their newest location is at the Galleria Shops on Vanderbilt Beach Road. So if you like pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, Family owned, 2 locations, like I said, in Colonial County, and the sauces are the best in Southwest Florida. That I hear from Jake. They have, what's your favorite there? What's that one?
The white Bama barbecue sauce.
What is that?
It's like a tangy mayonnaise based barbecue sauce, but it's a thing in Alabama for sure.
And
Goes on everything.
You know all about that.
I do. When I saw that, I got excited. I'm gonna have to get some.
Okay, that's good. Now I'm excited for you to bring it here so I can try it.
On a French fry.
What? You say no French fries?
On a French fry.
Oh, on a French fry. You know, one of the big things in Utah is fry sauce. It's what they put on everything. Burgers had the fry sauce. You dip your French fries in it's what's called fry sauce, and it's like Thousand Island dressing is what it is. It's like ketchup and mayonnaise, but they call it fry sauce. I don't know what it is, but if you're a Utahn or you're in the West, they do fry sauce, and it's, as my mom would say, it's delish. Can you get me more of that? So, Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. We'll have some gift certificates for you for Drew's College coming up. All right, a couple of things to know. Some stuff that's happening here in Florida. Hey, we have 10, count them, 10 Democrats that have filed paperwork to run for governor. 10 people. The reason why is because there's so many good Democrats here in this. I can't even say it with a straight face. Oh, they're in trouble. So the Democrats now have another person. Democrat State Senator Annette Taddeo is set to formally announce her candidacy for the 2022 governor's race today during a news conference. I know you're like, who? What? Yeah, it's okay. So she joins Charlie Crist, Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried,
marijuana,
and 8 others or 7 others or however. I don't know. I can't do the math. But anyway, there's 10 of them now that have filed paperwork. That is just super exciting. So I don't know. We'll see who's going to come out ahead in this. Look, don't take it for granted. We know how things work election time here. The governor's races, they're close. So please don't take anything for granted. But there you go. 10 of them running for Democrat here in the state of Florida. And just imagine what the state of Florida would be like if a governor was a Democrat here. I mean, granted, at least you would have a House and a Senate in the state of Florida that is going to be Republican. So that is a good thing. It's kind of like keeping check on it. But I'm just telling you, there are some Republicans that are in Tallahassee right now that I'm not really sure that they're the kind of Republicans you're hoping that they are. Let's just say this. They're not exactly conservative. And not only that, they like to get along. You know, they like to reach across the aisle and shake a hand and kiss a baby and do things to make stuff happen. And that's the kind of thing. That's where we get back to what we talked about before the break. Do you see what I'm saying? If you have some people that are self-censoring themselves, self-censorship that's going on because they're concerned about how they're going to be perceived, getting along in places like Tallahassee, not wanting to upset certain people because maybe they'll get doxxed or worse. That next thing you know it, maybe you will start to agree with some really Marxist, socialist, liberal, Democrat policies. Just because you want to be the nice guy or gal, as the case may be, or whatever pronoun you use. I just want to be PC. So we've got that going on. Lee County School Board is talking about today the possibility of training and arming school employees in case of school shooting threats on its campuses. This is according to Wink News. School board members set to talk about the Guardian program today. What do you think about that? 239-479-5592. Maybe you have a thought on it. There's all of these issues that we have heard about. Just this school year, there's been a school shooting threat at Harns Marsh. We remember that, and a gun found in a backpack at East Lee County. Guardian program became a new safety precaution for schools after the Parkland shooting in 2018. The program's intention is to add a layer of security to schools. Now, just remember, if you have people who don't believe that anyone should have a gun, then we shouldn't have guns at all. It's a Second Amendment. Can we get rid of that? Can we get rid of that thing? You know, the old white guy founding fathers, the racists, those guys. Yeah, they put that whole thing together, right? So is that something we can get rid of? But there are some people that believe that and are even teaching it in our schools as we speak. Questioning, maybe not teaching it, but certainly we're having the questions, right? I mean, if we're gonna be anti-racist, we have to talk about the only way to be an anti-racist is to talk about the racism that exists because of, the founders and the like. Using these guardians is supposed to fulfill the role of extra security without providing additional costs that the schools will have to pay. The school board is referring to the program as a quote-unquote force multiplier. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll be curious to see how this goes. School staff, not including teachers, can volunteer to become guardians of personnel, can be hired for the task after completing screenings, 144 hours of training. I'm sure there's some people that have plenty of training that would have no problem doing this. The guardians are equipped to respond to school shootings. It sounds like a good thing. Get your thoughts, 239-479-5592. All right, so we have that. I have been talking about this. Well, do we want to? Yeah, I'm going to wait for that. I wanted to talk about Joe Biden just quickly because there were people that were asking about what was said over the weekend. And I guess there was some kind of viral video that was out there that was kind of manipulated a little bit, but actually what he was saying wasn't manipulated. So I kind of wanted to have an opportunity to talk a little bit about that coming up. Because once again, the concerns when it comes to Joe Biden is all about them. Oh, wait. Hold on. King Fauci speaks. Oh, wait. Wait, King Fauci has something to say to the subjects here. Hold on 1 second.
Fauci, lastly, we know the best way to keep safe is to be vaccinated. But what are your guidelines for the upcoming holidays? Will you be giving out Halloween candy? What do we do Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the other holidays?
Well, Martha, I believe strongly that, particularly in the vaccinated people, if you're vaccinated and your family members are vaccinated, those who are eligible, and that is obviously very young children are not yet eligible, that you can enjoy the holidays. You can enjoy Halloween, trick-or-treating, and certainly Thanksgiving with your family and Christmas with your families. That's one of the reasons why we emphasize why it's so important to get vaccinated.
Fauci speaks. Certainly don't want to interrupt him. So King Fauci says, hey, listen, everybody, I guess if you're vaccinated, you can enjoy Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. All right, you never know when we're going to get those King Fauci updates, and I certainly have to stop talking once the music comes in. So. What? Jake likes that. What? Listen, when he speaks, we shush. What? I think it's important that we follow the lead of those that can't get enough of the Fauci. All right. Yeah. Joe Biden was where was he? At UConn. Speech that he was there. I don't even know what he was talking about. What was he doing? Can we find that out? Do we even know why he was? He's at the University of Connecticut. Was he there just to honor Senator Chris Dodd? I mean, was that the whole reason why he was there? No, he was at a Hartford Child Care Center. Is that what it was? I think it was a Hartford. It sure sounds like a stadium. A pretty big child care center. But there's the President of the United States as he's introducing himself.
My name is Joe Biden. I am Jill Biden's husband. I'm delighted to be here.
Delighted. He's delighted to be. That's Jill's husband. It's Jill's hubby right there. And then the discussion went on about, I'm not really sure what, but I know at one point he was talking about the former Senator Chris Dodd. He was honoring him. and talking about how you could just tell when somebody's a really, really good person, right?
Saw up close how he fought for human rights and human dignity in the Senate. Do you know my measure, Madam Ambassador, Ambassador Kennedy? You know what my measure is? People who tell me they care about people and then disrespect a waitress or a waiter.
Which was really uncomfortable because I guess there was a GQ article that was out in the 80s that focused on Ted Kennedy and his boozing and indiscretions, and the two of them, Chris Dodd and Kennedy, and this very young blonde that was there at a restaurant called Brasserie in D.C. They're heavily drinking, and I guess something happened with the two of them walking into a private room where the two men were, and then apparently they did some things that... Do I even want to describe what they were doing? Let's just put it this way. The two of them were, I guess, allegedly were doing stuff with the waitress that was not very nice and comfortable, and it was ugly. Let's just put it this way. Putting Chris Dodd in the same sentence with waitress and then saying this is how you know somebody's a good person, it's not the thing to say after this story. It was pretty ugly. But yeah. And then there was this moment where he just got mad. He's really upset. Joe Biden's really upset. He yells and slams at the podium. See, what happened was there was this viral video out where somebody took Joe Biden's face and kind of distorted it and contorted it to make it look like that mannequin what's that mannequin that everybody talks about that looks like Joe Biden? It's a comedian that uses all these different mannequins, and what was it? It's Jeff Dunham. You know what Jeff Dunham is?
Yeah.
And he has that one that looks like Joe Biden, supposedly. I don't know. But anyway, they contorted his head and everything. But the audio is actually real. And this is the audio where Joe is trying to convince everybody that I guess he's mad about stuff.
We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer. Not more. Fewer.
Whoa.
Cannot be sustained. That's why from day one of my administration, I've taken concrete steps to put human rights back at the center of our foreign policy and reassert our moral leadership on the global stage.
Wait, what? So Joe Biden all upset, angry, and talking about fewer democracies, but talking about how the whole administration since he took office day one, taking concrete steps to put human rights back at the center of my foreign policy and reassert our moral leadership on the global stage. Who believes that? Is that what? Yeah, again, that's when Democrats, you could tell they're lying when their mouths are moving or something like that. Yeah. It was Red State that was bringing up the fact that he hasn't done anything when it comes to human rights. Indeed, he's made things worse by giving recognition to the UN Human Rights Council, which is full of human rights abuses. And he's okay with the anti-Semitism that was talked about on Friday. And that was this anti-Israel resolution that the Human Rights Council put forward. And Joe Biden's like, yep, that's good stuff. Also, the relations with the UK and France. Remember the issue with France cutting them out of the loop with these subs. And I mean, the French ambassador was recalled. But no. It's, he is... He's making great relations all around his house, I guess. But outside of his house, there's all bets are off. All right, 239-479-5592. Let's do this right now because I see people are ready to go. They're calling. All right, it is time right now for Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD right now. Caller number 5. At 239-479-5592. Caller number 5, you'll get to play Drew's College, and you will win a $35 gift card to the Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. With 2 great locations. One's on Collier Boulevard at Pine Ridge Road, and they've got a brand new location at the Galleria Shops on Vanderbilt Beach Road. Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. We've got $35 gift card for you for playing Drew's College right now. 239-479-5592. It's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. We have a crash right now on Harborview Road right near I-75 in Port Charlotte, just north of the Peace River. Not causing any roadblock, but watch out for some troopers approaching that crash scene right now if you're heading through Charlotte County. In Lee County, much busier on the morning commute out there right now. We've got a crash on Colonial Boulevard off to the right-hand side, but that's going to be right near McGregor Baptist Church near Camino Real Way. A crash also at Plantation Road and Plantation Park Court just north of the Daniels Parkway intersection. A hit-and-run crash on Gunnery Road North and 12th Street West, which is just near that Lehigh Senior High entrance, and southbound we're seeing delays there on Gunnery approaching Lee Boulevard. Also have a disabled vehicle at Daniels Parkway and Paul J. Doherty Parkway causing some slowdowns. A crash in North Fort Myers at North Tamiami Trail and Pondella Road. Another crash at Alico Road and Three Oaks Parkway with possible roadblocks, seeing some delays heading eastbound on Alico and southbound on Three Oaks approaching the intersection. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. A beautiful start to the day with slightly cooler temperatures eventually warming up into the upper 80s for this afternoon. Look for lower humidity with some high-low clouds building in late today. We cool it down to 67 as we kick off your Tuesday, a high of 89 for tomorrow with a partly cloudy and dry sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Water, water everywhere. You can't swim in it. You can't stand drinking it. Heck, it's so bad it's on the news every day. Hi, I'm Rob Hill from Bob Hill Plumbing. We've invested over 66 years here in Naples, bringing you clean, drinkable water for your home or condo. We realize we can't fix the water problems everywhere, but we can definitely clean up the water inside your home. Our government does their best to deliver safe water for use. But wow, who wants chlorinated yellow water at every faucet? Let us install a Halo home filtration system and remove all the bad taste, color, and odor from your water. Halo removes 99% of all chlorine, ammonia, and all the bad-tasting chemicals in our municipal water system. Call Bob Hill Plumbing today and let us install a Halo water system in your home so you can once again enjoy clean, bottle-quality water at every faucet. Bob Hill Plumbing. Let me be your plumbing guy.
To schedule service, call Bob Hill Plumbing at 262-6119 or bobhillplumbing.com.
Experience really does matter. Hi, this is Vincent Napoleon. We're currently experiencing a very different real estate market. Is this a bubble? Is it going to last? Should I sell now or should I buy now? With over 30 years of living and working right here in Collier County, I know I can help guide you through. If you're currently thinking about selling your home or buying a home, please reach out to me today. Recognized by the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends magazine as one of the nation's top performing agents with a #1 firm, Coldwell Banker. You know, it costs you nothing to meet with me, but will cost you thousands not to. Please go to thatradioad.com, again, thatradioad.com, or feel free to email me at thatradioad@gmail.com, thatradioad@gmail.com. Vincent Napoleon, thank you.
If you needed heart surgery, who would you call? A doctor who's done it every day, or a doctor who's done it once a year? The same is true about your erectile dysfunction. At the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, our Florida physicians focus on one thing: solving your ED. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, prostate cancer, these all contribute to your ED. And our physicians at the Fort Myers Men's Clinic know how to solve your problems. We have over 50 different custom formulations tailored just for you. You get to try the medication containing FDA-approved ingredients right in our office. Your total cost for the consultation, test dose, testosterone, and PSA test is only $99. If the test dose doesn't work, you pay us nothing. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Call now. 239-317-7777. That's 239-317-7777. And move from skeptic to believer. 317-7777. 317-7777. Or online at fortmyersmensclinic.com.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
Attention, class. It's time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge.
It's Drew's College.
All right, let's go to Valerie in Immokalee. Hey, Valerie.
Good morning, Drew.
Good morning. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics and more. You get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD or associate's degree. Question starts right now. Hey, Valerie, who was the Vice President of the United States in the year 2019? 2019. Who was that?
That would be Mike Pence.
That is correct. All right, you got an associate's. Let's see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. The first president of the United States was George Washington. The second president of the United States was John Adams. Who was the third?
That would be Thomas Jefferson.
That is correct. All right, you got a bachelor's. Let's see if you get a master's degree on this question. In 1920, the 19th Amendment took effect. This gave women
the right to vote.
That is correct. All right, you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. In 1865, President Lincoln passed away the day after being shot in what was the name of the theater that he was shot in?
That'd be Ford's Theater.
That is correct. Look at you, Valerie. You don't want to mess around. You just want your barbecue. That's what it is. I get it.
I just want that $35 ticket to Naughty Hog.
You got it. Well, congratulations. A $35 gift card to Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue and Naples, Collier Boulevard, and Pine Ridge Road, the newest locations at the Galleria Shops on Vanderbilt Beach Road. And so you're going to enjoy some great barbecue. So congratulations. Awesome. Stay there, okay?
Yes, Drew. Oh. Love your show.
Well, love you back. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Just stay right there.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. There you go. All right. Coming up. Audio proof, possibly, he says, question mark. I promise I'm going to play the audio coming up. Did Vice President Kamala Harris break the law? She did something I don't think she was supposed to be doing. We'll play the audio coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Mom, can we have some ice cream?
I've got a better idea. Who wants to help me make something fun and healthy instead?
Eating smarter is easy and delicious. Interested in receiving healthy recipes and a whole lot more in your email? Then register at healthiestweightfl.com and learn more about all the small steps that you can take on the way to living healthy. This message is sponsored by the Ounce of Prevention Fund of Florida, the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Fox News listeners, Saturday morning is the perfect time to talk boats and water fun in Southwest Florida. This is Adam Botana again from Baywater Sousa Boat Club. Join us every Saturday morning from 7 to 8 for the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk boats, fishing, boating hotspots, water quality, on top of Jake the Millennial and I just having fun on the radio. And if you don't have a boat, Baywater Sousa Boat Club has got you covered. Just call me, Adam, at 239-495-0455.
From early morning to late at night, the station that gets it right is 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
More Americans able to flee Afghanistan. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. I'll be on a flight today along with some of our Afghan allies. A month and a half after the U.S. troop withdrawal and chaotic evacuations left some U.S. citizens behind.
The security situation here is deteriorating every day, and there are major concerns that ISIS will continue to operate with the Taliban now in control. There's other major issues facing the Afghan people, like malnutrition and poverty, issues that the Taliban will now have to face as they try to govern this country.
Fox's Trey Yingston Cobble, 16 American missionaries and 1 Canadian being held hostage in Haiti, kidnapped over the weekend by a gang demanding ransom.
In a statement provided to Fox News, the State Department confirmed that they are aware of the ongoing situation and, quote, the welfare and safety of U.S. citizens abroad is one of the highest priorities of the Department of State.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff, a police officers in recovery in Arkansas the day after being injured responding to a domestic violence call. Fox's Evan Brown has this story live.
Yeah, Dave, an officer in Fort Smith got his throat slashed while trying to arrest a man who had bludgeoned his own son to death.
40-year-old Christopher Connor of Fort Smith beating a 15-year-old male child in the face and head with a rock.
Fort Smith Police Chief Danny Baker, that officer was able to draw his gun and shoot Connor dead. Police would also locate the body of a woman and a still alive 5-year-old boy. That attacked officer is recovering from surgery, Dave.
And it's now up to 77% of Americans 12 and older have had at least one COVID vaccine dose. Today's the deadline in Washington state for most state employees, healthcare and school workers to show proof of vaccination or risk losing their jobs. State Trooper Robert LeMay quit, refusing to get the shot.
This is my final sign-off after 22 years of serving the citizens of the state of Washington, being asked to leave because I am dirty.
For a fourth week in a row, new COVID cases declined in the U.S. America's listening to Fox News.
This Wink News update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News traffic.
Good morning. We have a crash right now on Harborview Road right near I-75 in Port Charlotte, just north of the Peace River. Not causing any roadblock, but watch out for some troopers approaching that crash scene right now if you're heading through Charlotte County. In Lee County, much busier on the morning commute out there right now. We've got a crash on Colonial Boulevard off to the right-hand side, but that's going to be right near McGregor Baptist Church near Camino Real Way. A crash also at Plantation Road and Plantation Park Court just north of the Daniels Parkway intersection. A hit-and-run crash on Gunnery Road North and 12th Street West, which is just near that Lehigh Senior High entrance, and southbound we're seeing delays there on Gunnery approaching Lee Boulevard. Also have a disabled vehicle at Daniels Parkway and Paul J. Doherty Parkway causing some slowdowns. A crash in North Fort Myers at North Tamiami Trail and Pondella Road. Another crash at Alico Road and Three Oaks Parkway with possible roadblocks, seeing some delays heading eastbound on Alico and southbound on Three Oaks approaching the intersection. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. After a beautiful feeling start to today, look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
No matter where you want to listen, you'll be all set when you stream 92.5 Fox News live at rightallalong.net.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. At New South, we are determined to build the best Florida window. Energy-efficient windows that stand up to heat and hurricanes. We call it the ultimate Florida window. Factory direct and guaranteed for life. New South has installed tens of thousands of windows across the state and has been named one of the fastest-growing window companies in the nation. And that is why we're New South proud.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
IRAs have always been a great way for investors to direct their investment dollars into real estate investments, but that option is under attack in Biden's new Build Back Better plan. Ty Lassiter here from Key City Capital to give you the details. Many of our investors choose to use a self-directed IRA to place their investment dollars in Key City Capital because they love the double-digit returns that we deliver. However, if Biden gets his way, the new stimulus package may limit or even remove your freedom to invest with your IRA dollars in most real estate investments. But rest assured, Key City Capital is hard at work to deliver the promised returns to our investors.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Stop. Don't purchase any diamonds, jewelry, or engagement rings until you come to Duncan's Diamonds. We are not your typical jewelry store. Here are a few reasons. Family owned. Stuart Duncan and his family have been involved in the wholesale diamond business for nearly a century. No middleman. We are direct diamond importers, offering prices 30 to 40% lower than the rest, passing all those savings to you. No pressure. We are not paid on commission. We are here to help you even if you do not purchase from us, and to make sure you are happy. The largest selection of diamonds and jewelry, access to millions of jewelry styles, and that is up to 30 times what you find in an ordinary jewelry store. Free services, like clean and check whether you purchased from us or not. Don't take our word from a radio ad. Visit Duncan's Diamonds. We will prove we will not be undersold anywhere, anytime, by anybody. Duncan's Diamonds.
US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Naples at Mercado.
Getting older has its advantages. Early bird dinners, senior discounts, day drinking. If you're one of the millions turning 65 soon, it might be time to take a look at your insurance options. Original Medicare, Medicare Advantage, so much to keep in mind. At Millennium Physician Group, half our patients are 65 plus. No matter what insurance benefits you choose, make sure your Millennium primary care doctor is part of your plan and your connection to a healthier life. Millennium Physician Group. Connect today. 844-CALL-MPG, millenniumphysician.com.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592. The talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. You can watch there on the website and subscribe to the podcast as well. There's a link. We thank you for doing that. I'm going to play this audio, and then you decide whether or not you think Vice President Kamala Harris is breaking the law or broke the law, and whether or not Democrats really care, or quite honestly, whether anybody cares. Well, I shouldn't say anybody cares, because people who care about the rule of law care. But those that are maybe, American Marxists, as Mark Levin likes to call them, Marxist, Democrat, Socialist, Communist, the Democrat Party, where the progressive links, those links are in that party. You never hear it on the other side. They're always on that side. Those are the ones who are like, hey, you know what? Following the rules of law, I don't know. Supreme Court says eviction moratorium, you're not allowed to do that. I'm going to sign off on it anyway. Some of the other things that are going on, things that I'm allowed to do, let's say in a church. You know what? All right, so what am I talking about? Let's get to this story right now. Now, if this were a Republican, if this was Donald Trump, if this was a conservative, well, they wouldn't be doing this because they already know what the laws are, so they wouldn't do anything like this. But Democrats feel like up at the upper echelon, that it's not a problem, it would seem, because nobody's going to say squat, is that the word I'm looking for, about this. We'll talk about it, and I wonder if there'll be some pressure. So what happened was Kamala Harris did a video for some churches. I think 300 churches got a chance to hear the Vice President of the United States speaking to them directly. Because there's a couple of things that are going on. Virginia has an election that's taking place, and Terry McAuliffe is the Democrat. Now, Terry McAuliffe, from what I understand, is it's not smooth sailing for Terry McAuliffe. Terry McAuliffe, who wanted to let everybody know that it's really parents. Parents are not the primary source when it comes to a child's education. No, it's the state. That's who's got your kids. Don't you forget it. And so we've got to figure out how in the world we're going to get Terry McAuliffe more votes and people to get out to vote there in Virginia to be the next governor. So let's bring in the Vice President of the United States to maybe say a word or two to those that are in some of these 300 black churches across Virginia who had a chance and will have a chance between now and November 2nd to hear on a Sunday from the Vice President of the United States. So what did she say? Well, let's listen to a little bit of what was said here. Here we go. Is that it? Here we go.
Greetings, everyone.
Hi.
So when I was growing up, we sang in the choir at Oakland's 23rd Avenue Church of God. We sang hymns about how faith combined with determination will see us through difficult times. And we were taught that it was our sacred responsibility to raise our voice and lift up the voices of our community. One of the most significant ways I believe that we can each use our voice is through our vote. So, Virginians, you have the opportunity now to raise your voice through your vote.
Okay. Yeah, you should probably raise your voice by voting. Okay.
Because it's election time.
Yeah.
As you know, this is an important election coming up on Tuesday, November 2nd, and early voting is already underway. I believe that my friend Terry McAuliffe is the leader Virginia needs at this moment. Terry McAuliffe has a long track record of getting things done for the people of Virginia.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So a vice president of the United States, a Democrat, has a video made that is going to be played in 300 black churches in Virginia from now until November 2nd, where she is telling the congregation how important it is for them to vote. And they should vote for Terry McAuliffe, the Democrat, who's in the race. What?
In 2020, more Virginians voted than ever before, and because you did, you helped send President Joe Biden and me to the White House. This year, I know that you will send Terry McAuliffe back to Richmond. So early voting has already started, and this is the first year that you can vote on Sunday.
What? Wait.
So please, vote after today's service.
Wait a minute. Can you do that? No, seriously, can you do that? Okay, so some people are like, no, that's a violation of the Johnson Amendment, which prohibits tax-exempt churches from engaging in the direct or indirect promotion of a candidate for office. As a matter of fact, it was NPR who spelled it out. Under terms of the 1954 legislation, named for its principal sponsor, then Senator Lyndon Johnson, churches and other nonprofit organizations that are exempt from taxation, quote, are absolutely prohibited from directly or indirectly participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf of or in opposition to any candidate for elective public office. So does that video meet that criteria? I mean, it's not like she said, listen, just get out there and vote. Voting's important. We all know it is. But she endorses a candidate. She endorsed McAuliffe. Spends half the video talking about how awesome he is and how he needs to be back in Richmond. And so what happens next? I mean, I'm kind of speechless because, again, how is it that Democrats can do this and nobody says anything? Like, nothing's going to happen. The rules don't apply to them. They only apply to you. And we're supposed to trust them with trillions of dollars in a Build Back Better. I'm just trying to think of another B word that would go after that. That would be a negative against what a Build Back Better bungle. How's that? Bungle doesn't have a lot of behemoth, bungling behemoth of stuff. I just ruined it. I'm sorry, but you see what I'm saying. So all the rules apply to you. They don't apply to them. We're supposed to trust them with all of our money, the trillions of dollars, and that it's all for our benefit, and they know what they're doing, and they don't have to follow the rule of law at all, and we're just supposed to sit down and go, well, I guess we'll just have to wait for it. You realize if this was a Republican, it wouldn't happen. Okay, well, maybe it would happen. Or would it happen? Or would they be called out the minute something like that were to happen? Now, I don't know, maybe you like this idea. Maybe this opens the door to now being able to go to these churches and being able to campaign and talk up candidates that are Republicans, that are conservatives, that believe in the Constitution and the rule of law. Is that where we're going to go? And again, it's absolutely outrageous. and nothing's going to be done. Oh, and by the way, speaking of the Vice President of the United States, it wasn't just that. Interesting weekend for her. Do I have this audio? Let me see if I have this audio. Hold on. It was pretty, where is it? I don't have it right now. I thought I had it. Oh, there it is. She was having a conversation about the disabled. And she said,
and this is why Build Back Better is going to put more resources into that, is that we should allow people with disabilities to fully participate in society.
What? Why are you chuckling about that? What's that? Mark's in LaBelle. Oh, Mark's in LaBelle, and he's got. All right, so you've got it. It's Build Back Better. Banality. There you go. Word of the day. Banality. Very nice. Is that it? Anything else you wanted to add, or is that your addition today?
Oh, I could come up with another.
No, it's okay. No, that was a great one. Very nice. Good work. All right. So the Build Back Better banality. That's not a call. That's a call. That's Allison in Fort Myers. Hi, Allison. I pushed the wrong button, and you sounded.
How about build back better, bombastic buffoonery.
Bombastic buffoonery. Build back better, bombastic buffoonery.
Not a joke.
I like that one. All right, we'll put that one there. Okay, build back better, bombastic buffoonery. Are you writing all these down, Jake's? Yeah, he's got it. He's writing as we speak. Okay, good. This seems to be something that people want to contribute to. So if you've got it, 239-479-5592. Maybe we'll make hats and shirts. Well, we can't make hats and shirts because too many people are buying the Let's Go Brandon shirts and stuff. By the way, in case you don't know, the Let's Go Brandon phenomenon is growing and growing by the minute. Now it appears as if there's a number one song that goes along with it. And when we come back, we'll play a clip from that number one song, Let's Go Brandon. I'm not joking. Jake, let's go to break. He's pushing the button right now. And I'll play the clip from that. Plus, some other clips and some news that's out there as well. You probably heard about Pete Buttigieg, who is saying things like...
Buttigieg!
Yeah, who's talking up how successful the Biden administration's been when it comes to the supply chain issues. I can't even believe I'm saying that with a straight face. But we'll have that coming up and more. Stay break 92.5 Fox News, right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Good morning. We have a crash right now on Harborview Road, right near I-75 in Port Charlotte, just north of the Peace River. Not causing any roadblock, but watch out for some troopers approaching that crash scene right now if you're heading through Charlotte County. In Lee County, much busier on the morning commute out there right now. We've got a crash on Colonial Boulevard off to the right-hand side, but that's going to be right near McGregor Baptist Church near Camino Real Way. A crash also at Plantation Road and Plantation Park Court, just north of the Daniels Parkway intersection. A hit-and-run crash on Gunnery Road North and 12th Street West, which is just near that Lehigh Senior High entrance, and southbound we're seeing delays there on Gunnery approaching Lee Boulevard. Also have a disabled vehicle at Daniels Parkway and Paul J. Doherty Parkway causing some slowdowns. A crash in North Fort Myers at North Tamiami Trail and Pondella Road. Another crash at Alico Road and Three Oaks Parkway with possible roadblocks, seeing some delays heading eastbound on Alico and southbound on Three Oaks approaching the intersection. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. A beautiful start to the day with slightly cooler temperatures eventually warming up into the upper 80s for this afternoon. Look for lower humidity with some high-low clouds building in late today. We cool it down to 67 as we kick off your Tuesday, a high of 89 for tomorrow with a partly cloudy and dry sky. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
I'm John Morgan. All law firms are not the same. As America's largest personal injury firm, we have more trials, more lawyers, more office buildings, and more caring staff members than any other injury law firm in the world. There's really nothing else like it. Our reputation and results speak for themselves. With more than 2 million people just like you calling us every single year, your trust in us means the world to me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
When you run a business, setbacks change everything.
And online, they happen fast. With your Comcast Business Internet, you can stay ahead. And now you can add Comcast Business Security Edge to make your network more secure. It helps keep your network safe with scans every 10 minutes. And unlike some cybersecurity options, this helps protect every device that's connected. Because when your information, your people, and your company have Security Edge, you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a great offer for $35 each month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Want even more speed? Find out how to get 10 gigs for your small business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends 11/7/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge not included.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis, sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Encore Luxury Cabinets and Design is proud of their impeccable reputation for truly unique design and custom cabinetry. Whether you're looking for custom hand-built Amish cabinetry or modern high-gloss Italian cabinetry for your home, Encore is the place to start. Their expanded showroom is filled with ideas, styles, and samples to guide you to the perfect design for your kitchen, bath, media center, outdoor kitchen, or custom closet. Their design team will create a 3D drawing so you can visualize and refine your project before they get started, saving you time and money. No matter how large or small your project is, Encore Luxury Cabinets and Design appreciates the investment in your home. Whether it's a remodel or new home construction, Encore treats every job as a custom job and every client as a VIP. Call Encore at 239-331-5287 to schedule a design consultation at their Naples showroom, or visit EncoreCabinetDesign.com for ideas for your residential cabinetry, new home construction, or remodeling project.
When you call Conditioned Air, your comfort becomes our main priority. We put customer relationships first, and our team is committed to earning your trust and exceeding your expectations. You can count on us for straightforward answers and smart solutions. This is why our employees receive bonuses based on compliments from customers, not on sales goals. Your comfort comes first, and that's why we've been Southwest Florida's comfort people since 1962. Call the Conditioned Air team today at 1-888-COLD-AIR or online at conditionedair.com. License number CAC 1819590.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's, and you can subscribe to the podcast there as well. All right, so here it is. Let's Go Brandon. It is the #1 song on the hip-hop charts on iTunes. It's gone platinum, is that right? Is that over a million downloads? Unbelievable. Loza Alexander is his name. It went viral on TikTok, and I can only play 6 seconds of it. That's it.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, let's go, hey. Let's go, Brandon.
And then it says, Joe Biden, let's go, Brandon. And then it goes, Joe Biden.
It's very catchy.
But the lyrics, let me see if I have but the lyrics are, and I say it with a passion as I pull off in the Aston. Don't nobody like his butt, huh? Try to cover up, but tell the people, go Brandon. But we know what they're saying, though. You can hear the chant in every post. Don't nobody want this commie because we're not in China. Yeah, so anyway, you get the idea. So that is now #1 on iTunes on the hip-hop chart. All right, a lot of people are calling because they're like they're playing the hey, we need to come up with a better Build Back Better. What is it? It's okay. Here we go. You ready? It's let's see. Barry in L.A. It's Build Back Better. What? Build Back Better alternative is what?
Boondoggle.
The Build Back Better boondoggle. I like that. All right, the Build Back Better boondoggle. Andy in Estero says he's got one. The Build Back Better
bunch of BS.
The Build Back Better bunch of BS. All right, there you go. And Alan in Cape Coral has one right as well. Build Back what? What is it, Alan?
Build Back Botched.
The Build Back Bot is it? Okay, so it's not Build Back Better. It's just Build Back Botched. Very good. All right. See, we got a lot of creative people here in Southwest Florida. Now all you have to do is write a Let's Go Brandon song that'll make it to the country charts. Because, you know, so we have the #1 song on the hip-hop charts. Now somebody should write a country version of Let's Go Brandon. And then there should be a...
Easy.
Right? And then you do an EDM, like a dance, like a Let's Go Brandon. And then we do one that's maybe polka, like a polka-style one. Do they have a polka chart? Maybe. They don't know what they're missing if they don't.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Goodbye, pests. I'll see you later. I call national. Hey, exterminators. For $46, they'll get rodents and bugs to the 946 snow bug.
Shoo-ba-doo-wop, ooh. Call the boys at National Exterminators at 239-46-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs.
Bugs, termites, rodents, even out of cancellation. Better service, better prices, no contract. Goodbye, pests. I'll see you later. I call national. Hey, exterminators. For $46, they'll get rodents and bugs to the 946 snow bug.
Shoo-ba-doo-wop, ooh. Call the boys at National Exterminators at 239-46-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs.
Bugs, termites, rodents, even out of cancellation. Better service, better prices, no contract.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Chris Foster. Former Secretary of State and Joint Chiefs Chairman Colin Powell is dead, 84 years old. His family says it was complications from COVID-19, noting that he had been fully vaccinated. The State Department's working with the government in Haiti to free 17 kidnapped Christian missionaries, 16 Americans and a Canadian, with Christian Aid Ministries based in Ohio.
The group says on its website that the number includes 5 men, 7 women, and 5 children. Police say they were abducted outside Port-au-Prince on Saturday by a gang notorious for killings, kidnappings, and extortion.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Former President Trump is supposed to be in New York for a deposition in a lawsuit today. It's filed by 4 people saying they were beaten by security at Trump Tower during protests in 2015.
Lawyers for the Hispanic men plan to question the former president in person at the New York high-rise that he used as his primary residence before moving to Mar-a-Lago in Florida.
Fox's Colonel Scott. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News Traffic.
Good morning. We have a crash right now on Harborview Road, right near I-75 in Port Charlotte, just north of the Peace River. Not causing any roadblock, but watch out for some troopers approaching that crash scene right now if you're heading through Charlotte County. In Lee County, much busier on the morning commute out there right now. We've got a crash on Colonial Boulevard off to the right-hand side, but that's going to be right near McGregor Baptist Church near Camino Real Way. A crash also at Plantation Road and Plantation Park Court, just north of the Daniels Parkway intersection. A hit-and-run crash on Gunnery Road North and 12th Street West, which is just near that Lehigh Senior High entrance, and southbound we're seeing delays there on Gunnery approaching Lee Boulevard. Also have a disabled vehicle at Daniels Parkway and Paul J. Doherty Parkway causing some slowdowns. A crash in North Fort Myers at North Tamiami Trail and Pondella Road. Another crash at Alico Road and Three Oaks Parkway with possible roadblocks, seeing some delays heading eastbound on Alico and southbound on Three Oaks approaching the intersection. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Monday. After a beautiful feeling start to today, look out for temperatures warming to 88 degrees for this afternoon, though we will stick with lower humidity behind a cold front that passed through overnight. Partly cloudy with some high-level clouds building in for this afternoon. We keep it nice and quiet as we enter your Monday night and cool it down to 67 as we start your Tuesday morning. A high of 89 degrees for tomorrow with a partly cloudy sky, and we should stay dry through Wednesday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The news you need. The host you trust. Getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
Hi, it's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. They say love and passion makes the world go round. Love for home, family, your country, partner, a friend, and love for food. Stevie wants to be part of your love with our food, drink, sports, and fun. Our passion for your satisfaction brings our love to all of our great customers. Whether it's our brisket short rib burgers, Chicago pizza, fajitas, wings, fish fry, or ribs, it's delivered to your table with love. So at Stevie's, we invite you to share our love of great food, drinks, sports, and fun. You'll never get bored or broke. We feel loved by the sound of our great customers. We promise to treat you like family at your home away from home. I guarantee it. For daily specials, go to StevieTomatoes.com. Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. Come, come, come.
Steven Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau from D.R. Martineau Roofing. For 30 years, we have been offering the best warranties in the industry. Remember, D.R. Martineau Roofing. Integrity, knowledge, service. Just Google DRM Roofing.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
After a car accident, you can feel like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Our team can help you understand your legal options after an accident. We will file your claim and fight for the full compensation you deserve. If you've been involved in a car accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
High winds don't knock before they destroy your patio door. Windborne debris doesn't ask permission to ruin your carpet and furniture. Storms don't wait for an invitation to pop in. Nature doesn't care. That's why you need CGI Element Shield windows and patio doors, only at Lowe's. Element Shield windows and patio doors eliminate the need for shutters or plywood because they're built to stand up to whatever nature throws at you. Whether you have new or existing construction, Element Shield can customize a window or patio door that protects you and your family. And looks great doing it. It also provides a significant noise barrier and might just reduce your insurance costs. CGI Element Shield windows and patio doors are available only at Lowe's. So visit CGI@Lowe's.com right now to find a Lowe's near you that sells CGI Element Shield windows and doors. CGI@Lowe's.com. Because nature doesn't care.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at GoodDealsAppliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the Drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live. DrewSteele.com is the website. Steele has 3 E's, and we appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Before we get to the top 5 audio clips of the day, you probably heard there, Fox News National, and sad to hear the passing of former Secretary of State Colin Powell. I guess the breaking news was that he passed away this morning due to complications from COVID-19, according to his family, 84 years of age. He was fully vaccinated, the family said, and obviously this is breaking news, and so I'm sure more information will be coming out about his certainly his condition, and as many people have talked about, in his age and comorbidities and the like, and it's going to ask questions and beg the questions of many people about those that are fully vaccinated, and how certainly that is with members of the public who are in that age group, and what that means, and so that'll be time for that certainly as the day progresses and the days progress. All right, let's do this. Top 5 audio clips of the day. Here we go. It's a 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to MoranWM.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
There is speculation swirling in Washington that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi may step down after getting the massive spending package through. So all of those Democrat members who had their arms twisted to vote on the multi-trillion-dollar package and put their own reelection in jeopardy may be fuming to learn that the Speaker could be planning a cut and run.
What? So, according to Maria Bartiromo this weekend, there's a possibility that Nancy Pelosi is going to sign off on Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry, Joe Biden's. It's Bernie's doo-doo. That's what it is.
This is what you do.
The trillions of dollars of the Build Back Better boneheaded banality. Listen, we're going to come up with. You've got all kinds of words that we can use instead, making T-shirts and hats. But that she's going to sign off on this and then off she goes into the sunset. Is that? Yeah, I'm sorry, Nancy. That's still not reason enough to do this. I'm sorry.
Number 4.
We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer. Not more. Fewer. Cannot be sustained. That's why from day one of my administration, I've taken concrete steps to put human rights back at the center of our foreign policy and reassert our moral leadership on the global stage.
No, you haven't. There's an angry Joe Biden who started off really nice and, hey, I'm Jillie's husband and everything, and then all of a sudden turned into this angry slamming the podium. But suggesting that, since day one, that's what I've cared about, relations across the... Really? I don't know. I'd ask the UK and France what they think about relations right now with the United States. I'm not really sure that really plays out that way.
Number 3.
Well, certainly a lot of the challenges that we've been experiencing this year will continue into next year, but there are both short-term and long-term steps that we can take to do something about it. Look, part of what's happening isn't just the supply side, it's the demand side. Demand is off the charts. Retail sales are through the roof. And if you think about those images of ships, for example, waiting at anchor on the West Coast, every one of those ships is full of record amounts of goods that Americans are buying.
There's Pete Buttigieg.
Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Buttigieg.
There's Pete Buttigieg, who wanted to let everybody know that, no, you don't understand. You're missing the point. No, everything is great. The fact that we have these container ships that are sitting, and it's because of demand. That's what it... Oh, by the way, we're going to have these supply chain issues into 2022. But you don't understand. It's because people want stuff. It's not the fact that there aren't truck drivers to get the stuff out of the ports or anything like that. People aren't working there and to be able to get the supply out because they just keep dumping stuff onto the shore, and then they've got ships that can't do anything. No. It's not that. It's just because people want stuff. It's the demand. And boy, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing we got a great president and administration like Joe Biden's administration, because without him, he said...
because the president has successfully guided this economy out of the teeth of a terrifying recession.
What?
Number 2.
Well, Martha, I believe strongly that, particularly in the vaccinated people, if you're vaccinated and your family members are vaccinated, those who are eligible, and that is obviously very young children are not yet eligible, that you can enjoy the holidays. You can enjoy Halloween, trick-or-treating, and certainly Thanksgiving with your family and Christmas with your families. That's one of the reasons why we emphasize why it's so important to get vaccinated.
Fauci speaks. All right, so good news, everybody. King Fauci says we can have Christmas and Thanksgiving and some holidays coming up, as long as you're vaccinated. Okay.
Number 1.
Greetings, everyone. So when I was growing up, we sang in the choir at Oakland's 23rd Avenue Church of God. We sang hymns about how faith, combined with determination, will see us through difficult times. And we were taught that it was our sacred responsibility to raise our voice and lift up the voices of our community. One of the most significant ways I believe that we can each use our voice is through our vote. So Virginians, you have the opportunity now to raise your voice through your vote, because it's election time. As you know, this is an important election coming up on Tuesday, November 2nd, and early voting is already underway. I believe that my friend Terry McAuliffe is the leader Virginia needs at this moment. Terry McAuliffe has a long track record of getting things done for the people of Virginia.
Wait. You're not allowed to do that. You can't electioneer in a church. Oh, well, if you're a Democrat, you could do it. I'm not sure if it's breaking the law if a Democrat does it, but there is the Vice President of the United States, a video that was made to be played in 300 Black Virginia churches up until November 2nd of going out and making sure you vote for Terry McAuliffe because, well, Democrats can break laws. That's why it's a...
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
I mean, is that breaking the law? Under the terms of the 1954 legislation, named for its principal sponsor, then Senator Lyndon Johnson, churches and other nonprofit organizations that are exempt from taxation, quote, are absolutely prohibited from directly or indirectly participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf of or in opposition to any candidate for elective public office. That is according to the IRS website. Are you allowed to do that? What? Yeah, I mean, I'm just asking. Maybe it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's a Democrat doing it, so is anybody... It's not just her. I guess there's more. Multiple Democrats involved in questionable electioneering action, according to Red State. It's not just that. Terry McAuliffe has videos all over the place of him in churches, multiple locations. And even in one separate black churches and leading worship in the pews there in an early voting station, from 2014 to 2018, he was doing that along with, I'm looking at a picture here with all kinds of people. Stacey Abrams, the governor of Georgia, and all kinds of. So it just seems like maybe we were missing out on something. Maybe this is commonplace and we just didn't know. I mean, well, the Democrats breaking law. Yeah. All right, so hold on a second. Philip is in Fort Myers, and he wanted to comment on this. Are we missing something here, Philip? Maybe I'm completely off base.
Yeah, Drew. Excuse me as I'm wiping my mouth out because I kind of threw up in my mouth listening to Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
The 501c3 corporation, which is an exemption for churches and religious organizations, if you think about this, this is the pernicious thing. It's probably not illegal for her to make that video, but it is illegal for that to be shown in a church, and the church can actually lose their tax-exempt status.
Yeah.
And so, but here's the thing: is Mr. Biden going to use those additional IRS agents to investigate this?
Yes.
Or is he? So this is the pernicious nature of the American Democratic Socialist Communist Party, is the fact that they don't care who they hurt, their own people. They will punitively punish and perniciously destroy the very people who support them.
And they don't care because they know that nothing is going to happen. They're not worried about any kind of ramifications whatsoever, whether it's constitutional, whether it's the IRS, it doesn't make a difference to them until the people stand up and we stand up and say, no, it makes a huge difference.
And we need to. We need to continue standing up. We just need to realize that evil needs to be punched in the mouth.
Yeah, well, that is certainly one way to put it. Philip, I appreciate you there in Fort Myers. Yeah, I mean, we're concerned about this, right? We've talked a lot about this, and I can't emphasize this enough as we go through, and I'll hit on some of the headlines that are out there, too, I want to get to this morning quickly. The culture is the biggest battle that we have. And I mean that. Not only is the culture the biggest fight that we have in our schools, separating our kids by race, which is an outrage, which is abhorrent, which is something that we should be pushing back against, which we are, which is a good thing, and not to be afraid of people who will tell you that you're a domestic terrorist. No, we're not. Where we will have a culture that will tell you that the men and women, there's absolutely no difference. There's a huge difference. When you have people like Barry Weiss, formerly of the New York Times, going on to CNN and Brian Stelter's program to explain to Brian Stelter, you don't get it. The world has gone mad. I'm telling you, these are the fights, the battles, the culture battles that are happening that we all see.
Well, when you have the chief reporter on the beat of COVID for the New York Times talking about how questioning or pursuing the question of the lab leak is racist, the world has gone mad. When you're not able to say out loud and in public that there are differences between men and women, the world has gone mad. When we're not allowed to acknowledge that rioting is rioting and it is bad, and that silence is not violence, but violence is violence, the world has gone mad. When we're not able to say that Hunter Biden's laptop is a story worth pursuing, the world has gone mad. When, in the name of progress, young school children, as young as kindergarten, are being separated in public schools because of their race, and that is called progress rather than segregation, the world has gone mad.
She's 100% right. Now, I don't know how many Democrats in this town would agree with that. And remember, if you have somebody who is an admitted Democrat, an admitted American Marxist, socialist, progressive, whatever you want to call them, and they are in elected positions, they are not doing you any favors. It's quite the contrary. They're going to do everything that is against what the majority of individuals in this area of Southwest Florida believe. And that's why they have to be voted out of office, every single one of them. Talking about those that are, clearly the school board, if you're looking at that specifically. But having said that, you go through, again, all the issues that we have with the culture and how damaging it can be. And do you think that's a big enough degree for you? Or how about this? You have a U.S. Army Major General who went on to Twitter to complain about how the Army's policy on French manicures is stifling to her. Why the Army thinks a French manicure is an obnoxious color compared to the civilian world, which views it as an understated yet professional look, is beyond me. But I have to be in uniform tomorrow. And so here we are. It looked nice for a while. This is a major general who's talking about what her nails look like. Meanwhile, while that is going on, China has decided to test a nuclear-capable hypersonic gliding vehicle that traveled around the globe while you were sleeping through low orbit in space before cruising to the target. U.S. intelligence and military officials are stunned. The word is stunned. What just happened? What did China just do? But don't you worry about it, because it's nothing. It's all about using the proper pronouns and the right manicures and everything else for people like General Milley and others. And that's really what the military is about. And the sooner we get on board with that, the better a country will be. Until we don't have a country, because while we were sleeping, China is out there building hypersonic missiles that are capable of, well, let's just say avoiding any of the protections we might have and landing in a place that we don't want. But nothing to see here. Everything is fine. You keep doing that. The answer is no, you don't keep doing that. Because again, the culture battle is the battle. It is the biggest battle that we wage. One of the biggest, if not the biggest battle that we are waging right now. And I'm telling you, and trust me, I'm telling you, this is the good news. That is the minority of voices in this country. It is not what the majority believes, and we will prove it in 22. We'll prove it at the ballot box, and we are going to prove it by pushing back against building back better BS and school boards that have no interest in hearing from you as a parent, and a lot of other things that are going on. You better believe it. I like some of the Build Back Better and the bees that come after. I don't know what do you call that? There's a name for that. And I'm looking at Jake to tell me the name, and he's not sure. But he's sitting there confidently not knowing. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I like the way you sit in confidence with your lack of knowledge on that. That's good. Be strong, young one. Be strong.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
We gotta go. 239-479-5592. Don't do that. Kids, don't fake it till you make it. All right, let's find out how the remainder of the forecast is shaping up right now with Wake News meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Well, happy Monday.